And this is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
What is going on, Woo. Everybody? What's up?
What's up?
How's the hammer hanging tonight?
The hammer?
Yeah.
Never heard that.
You ever heard that? How's the hammer hanging, son?
No.
Really?
What he said? Short.
I've never heard that.
Short shriveled and to the left.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Something like that. Yeah.
Lay the hammer down.
The hammer? Want me to lay the hammer down? And didn't Thor say that or something? Y'all remember that?
I don't know.
In Avengers?
And which one?
I don't know. I finally saw the new Avengers.
Endgame?
Did I tell you guys that?
No, you didn't.
It
You
might
don't
have been.
sound
I
excited.
can't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, it was alright. You know.
Do they bring the people back? Or are we not spoiling anything?
Oh, we can spoil it. They
I
brought
think at
everybody
this point
back.
it's been over.
We'll
It's been
spoil
out
the
for
fuck
like.
out of it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they bring like everybody back.
Who else
yeah.
haven't seen it at this point?
I haven't,
Made
but I
like
probably never will.
Who else
$1 trillion.
hasn't
If you
seen it
haven't
once
seen
to
it,
see
then
That's
you know
Yeah.
it's kind of your loss at this point.
You're avoiding it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Daniel Pearl video. If you haven't seen it by this point.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
All right, I'm gonna try to pull up this thing on do like the split here, so we might get a little bit of feedback. You know. Yeah, there we
Do they
go.
bring the people back?
Okay, all right.
Oh, that was
No,
weird.
like
I
some
heard.
dumb voice.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I hate my voice too. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't like mine.
I think
either.
most people don't like their voice.
Yeah.
I just don't feel like I sound like that at all.
Well,
But I mean, obviously I do.
I feel like my voice is way deeper than what it really is.
Same,
Then I hear it, it's
same.
like, well, hey, how are you?
I sound like a, I sound like a Minnie Mouse or something.
It's because it rattles through your skull, man.
KYHBB.
Yeah.
So it's we're back kind of on schedule here this
Yeah,
week, folks. We're back on Friday night. It feels
Regular.
good. My
Yeah, it's
weekend's
been
not
a
gonna be all
while.
fucked
It's like
up.
it's almost
yeah.
been 2 weeks.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, I just looked at it. It says May 14th
Was the last
was
one?
the last
That
one.
was
We're on the
last-
what? The
And now it's the 24th, so it's been 10 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. Feels good though. Feels
Yeah.
good to be back in the studio here. The new luxurious
Yeah,
studio. I wouldn't really call it luxurious.
I
but-
don't know. I kind of.
I
It's
like
more
it.
professional than other operations I've seen.
Yeah, I mean I haven't seen a lot of other people's podcasting setups, but
It's better than the podcast that I listen
I mean,
to.
$200
You'll
or
be
$300
surprised.
more, and it's gonna look like Rogan's.
Yeah.
Pretty much his
Yeah.
operation.
Dude, his
Oh, wait.
operation's like insane.
yeah.
He's got like a whole gym and like a big, huge,
yeah.
giant
We don't need
jiu-jitsu
that.
mat.
He got like
that
that
everything.
Rob Dyrdek type
Yeah.
of factory thing.
Yeah, he does.
I think we need
Pod
like a
factory.
conspiracy wall with like strings like going to different things.
like a what do they call that? Like a
It's like what they always find in like
Yeah, they
it's
call
like
it
a
like a wall.
manifesto board.
No, they call it something else though. I thought.
I don't know. I just thought it was what like
Manifesto,
crazy
but yeah,
conspiracy
just
theorists.
wall of crazy.
I don't know.
Cry out for help.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Things they find after you've been caught or like died, and they go, "Oh, okay."
The
You know,
10
there's shit.
Kaczynski
Yeah,
wall.
hanging up.
The manifest.
So we got people asking, well, not people, a person, guy I used to work with named Ethan. He says, "Who's the femme again?" I'm assuming you mean the female in the room.
The femme.
Yeah, the femme.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
The
2019.
token bish.
Is that what we're calling women now, or just femmes?
Femme.
I guess.
Femmes.
Yeah. She's a femme. This is the lovely and talented Britt Fred, everybody.
Bam. Oh, whoop.
Hola.
Yeah.
We got the hotkeys all mixed up. Sorry, man.
My hotkeys are mixed up?
Yeah, they're all switched, but it's all good.
Oh,
man.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm getting
I'm
used to it.
Yeah, we'll figure
Calm,
this out.
calm
man.
down.
What is a hot?
Well, no.
Hotkey when he changes
Well, it says messed
cameras
up,
around.
man.
When I first watched it, it was so spot on, like to the speaker. I thought it was like an automated thing. Like I thought it just like pivoted to whoever.
Thank
it
you.
was.
Thank you. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
'Cause, like he did the show, and I watched him. Like, wow, how the fuck do those cameras work? It was freaking
See,
me out.
professional operation.
Yeah. 'Cause
Sometimes it gets to the point where I just like, dude. Now tonight, since it's kind of there's a little
It's
wrench
new.
in it,
It's a
yeah.
little more pressure tonight
Yeah.
because it's new.
See, I keep fucking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The way I got it, I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah, but that's confusing. I just
I
go
know.
1, 2, 3, 4,
go
5.
It's like a
I
waitress,
know.
it's like serving tables.
Yeah, you
or
gotta
something in a
learn your
restaurant.
tables,
Yeah,
man.
learn your tables.
Learn your tables, Dusty.
We got a
Fuck.
problem at 202. Got to get them out.
I never learned table numbers when I worked at a restaurant. I was the seater too. like
over
they'd be
there.
I'm like, oh, that one.
And here's what's really gonna fuck you up. I'm working on getting another camera, so when we have a guest, they'll be at the end. And we'll have another camera. Guess what number they're gonna be?
Fuck you.
6.
0.
Are we introducing anybody else?
Oh, I mean, we can go around. you were just the only one that people were asking about.
Everybody asked me about you this week, Brittany.
Really?
Somehow, guys that I work with decide to stumble upon my podcast, and I don't know how they did it, but they're like, "Oh yeah, Dusty's got a podcast," and I like pop my head over my cubicle. I'm like, "How the fuck these guys know?" Like, goddamn, fuck. That sucks. These guys know.
Yeah, I put it all over
secret's out,
my
man.
Facebook and like talked about it with people. Where I'm gonna be on this podcast, and then we talk about like coming on my tits, and I'm like, fuck. Thanks guys. And my mom totally listened to that, by the way.
Hey, tell your
Yeah.
mom thanks for the listen.
Your mom's probably like, "I'm into
She
that
was
too."
so sad. I felt so bad. She was like,
I did feel.
The apple
She was like,
She was
it's
really
like,
sad.
like
We
Brittany,
should have her.
doesn't fall.
we're
too
more
far.
alike than you realize.
Have her.
Oh, don't defile Kimmy that way.
Oh,
She would.
man.
She'd be a
She's
funny
a
guest.
teacher. Okay, we need to stop talking about her
Yeah. I
mom.
mean,
We definitely could have kept going.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah.
I mean,
Library, on the
you
desk.
mentioned teacher, and I'm just like, oh, really? Maybe we'll have her on as a guest.
They need to be paid more. That's for
They
sure.
do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our educators are very, very underpaid. For show.
For
sure.
Fuck you. Betsy
Jen said,
Ross.
Dusty, you can only live in secret so long.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Jen,
Oh.
the food lady.
Oh, hey, Jen.
Yeah, who's posting Little Debbie gifts.
Dude, I
and
thought
don't
I
even
saw
know who
that.
the
I was
fuck
like,
it is.
did she listen to Little Debbie too?
I know.
I got all excited. Like,
was
we need
like-
to bring her to the next show.
I know. She was like, I have no clue who that is.
Oh, man. I had to give it a good like. I always like all her stuff on LinkedIn because she always posts some inspirational shit. And I'm like, man, I want to do what she does.
I
But
don't
I'm like a
have-
loser, and I
just
don't want to
look
lose
at
my
LinkedIn.
job.
I don't think people
You're
are on
my
there anymore.
4th follower.
Oh, yeah?
I think
you,
What,
you're,
LinkedIn?
You're around
Yeah.
like my 10th,
Yeah.
somewhere around in there, yeah.
I didn't think people use that anymore.
You
There
got
was
to, man.
Apparently
Big
they
old
don't
thing.
because I don't fucking use it.
No, it's coming. It's like a new thing. It's
Yeah.
getting back hot. I just
Oh.
updated mine recently.
Yeah, it's a big thing. Like my work is like actively recruiting.
Yeah.
And if you don't have like a LinkedIn, like it's a disqualifier. Like pretty much.
It's weird. As
Oh wow.
It's like a professional
Fuck you. It's not- I
Facebook.
want to get a,
Yeah.
have
Like a-
another fucking website to fucking log into. Like
I know.
how dare you?
It's like a digital imprint. It's like
Yeah.
It's like a digital resume.
I got
I
enough
was
of
about
that
to
out
say
there.
like a live resume, so to
Yeah.
speak, because people can give reviews
Mhm.
and
Who have
recommendation
you
and
been
stuff.
reviewed?
Have you ever been on
I got a
Glass
few recommendations.
on Glassdoor?
Yeah, I've been on there.
I've been on there.
I've been on
Love-
Backdoor. Is
Yeah,
that
I've
the
been
same
on-
thing?
that's
I love
Well, that too.
Glassdoor so much. It's like basically.
Oh,
like
no, I'm thinking
a-
back page. I'm sorry.
He said I've been in the back door.
He's like, I've been
Yeah.
on back page.
Yeah.
Getting
Didn't they-
bitches.
That got outlawed because of human trafficking.
Yeah,
it
it
got
got
shut down.
banned. It got
Yeah.
shut down.
They shut it down a couple times, but the last time I think it was official.
Now you got like
Stuff.
Facebook back pages and shit.
Dude, there's all kinds of like
Yes.
secret Facebook
Yeah.
groups where like bitches
Yeah,
be
there
trading
are.
blowjobs for
It's-
plumbing
yeah.
work and stuff. Yeah.
So
By the-
the marketplace.
By the way,
Yeah.
Brittany, how's your toilet working?
Like she's like, oh, I need my yard weed whacked. I'll be right over.
I'll whack the shit out of that yard.
and laid a pipe.
It's like, I don't understand how that people get it, like that shit gets away with on Facebook, but then like you post something controversial and it's like immediately
Oh yeah, you get a 30-day ban.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's all about
This
how
is
many
weird.
people hate on it, because
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
times they don't even notice it
I
itself.
feel
There's too
like
many
if-
people on there.
yeah. I feel like it's
I have a friend who was deported to Australia, and
Whoa.
he
Lucky him.
he like
Yeah.
regularly gets banned. From
Free trip
Facebook.
home.
like, because that's like his only means of communication. So
What is he?
like,
What is he posting? Like controversial,
He gets
political
all
stuff?
oh
Yeah.
he posts political stuff and then like just goes off and off and off about like how like and it's always flagged for I guess profanity or
He's got that
something,
one
like-
person that follows him. He's like,
it's
fuck this
fuck you,
dude.
I fucking
It's
hate
like-
this guy for different reasons,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna always report your shit.
Yeah.
And like it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like terroristic threats.
I wonder what it takes to get like banned off LinkedIn. Because I want to.
I think you
I
should
wanna
try.
find out.
Yeah,
You
I'll
should
do it with
try.
you.
Well, before you do
Yeah.
that, unfollow me.
Same, for real, same.
Like, what? I wonder what you like.
I'm trying to think. Got to be some unethical work.
Just have a picture of
Yeah.
your dick for
Yeah,
your
that's what I
profile
say.
picture on like.
You gotta be like violating HIPAA
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
Yeah, holding up somebody's medical record.
People are telling me that the weird sound is back, so I'm gonna try to
Oh,
switch some
fuck
chords
me.
around real
Oh
quick.
no.
Yeah. So,
So weird.
so sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. Cut to
Maybe like a
the.
That's there.
doo-doo-doo.
Okay.
Are we reading?
All right, and hopefully that fixed it.
We're back.
So just let me know in the comments there. Thanks, older sis Ange. Let me know about that.
Remember
need a
the
Jeopardy.
switch around that you did originally? Did you
I did that,
continue the same
and
setup?
then it's I don't know. I guess it's on 2 channels now. I don't know. 'Cause I switched it the first time and it seemed to work.
Dude, sometimes when I look over at you and your shirt's kind of folded, Tupac looks so derpy.
I like my Tupac shirt,
Derpy
man.
Tupac.
Dirt Pac.
Dirt Pac.
Yeah,
Dirt
Dirt
Pac.
Pac.
Oh my god.
Like I look over and it was all like folded over, and all I could see was his teeth, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
I don't know. Would it be Dirt Pac or 2 Derp?
I don't know.
I think
man.
Two dirt.
I think
I
2
like-
Derp
I like
sounds
two
good.
dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of reminds me of
All right,
like
what about
Shaggy 2
Tupac
Derp.
Shaderp?
Syllabically, it makes more sense that way.
That works.
Oh man.
Speaking, how
Now
was
they're
that?
saying it's still doing it.
Oh,
I don't-
Dude, the Riff Raff show?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fucking terrible.
You know,
We saw some dude get his ass whipped. It
yeah,
was so bad.
it was pretty foul.
Something in my Jordan.
Yeah.
Was it like a fighter's like drunk?
I guess I don't know what they were.
Dude, it
doing.
was literally like we were about like 30 minutes into the show, like into like the being there.
Being
and
there.
it happened.
Oh, like
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the listeners who do not know, who is Riff Raff?
Riff Raff. He's a rapper from
Yes.
from Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
Formerly introduced to the world as a stupid guest on some reality show on
MTV was it?
Because that was his name, MTV Riff Raff at first.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Then he changed it to
It
straight
was,
up Riff Raff.
from G's to Gents.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
G's
the
to
show.
Gents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
G's to Gents.
That's what he's from?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
know
everybody
that.
was like, "Who is this?"
There's this
crazy
new guy on the
dude
scene.
and
Yeah,
shit,
this
man.
new
Yeah.
this new reality star.
Was he a G?
Yes.
Yeah.
To
Oh, yeah.
gent? Oh.
He didn't
They was trying
get
He
to
wasn't
be
like
a gent.
special. Oh.
So does how long
obviously.
does he play for? Like
All right, literally, he played for like 15, about what?
It was
20 minutes?
At 30 minutes at best.
You think so?
Yeah.
and then the rest is just like buy my T-shirts, come get a selfie
No,
with
He
me.
didn't have
he
swag.
didn't have
Oh.
merch.
Nothing
he didn't
merch,
have
nothing.
He probably was sober.
Dude, he was.
He'd be too high.
He didn't know where the
Videos.
hell he
How did
was,
he
probably.
not have swag? That's all
Yeah.
he about. It's like
So, like, the last opener went on at like
country
11.
wrestler swag.
Was it like at 11? Was it like 11:30 or like 11 something?
It was like 11. It was about 11:30.
Yeah, and
And
then
he didn't go on.
He didn't go on till like
damn near-
12:15.
He probably paid.
No,
him.
he the rapper, the last guy went off about 11, and then Riff Raff didn't go on until about 12:15.
Holy
about right.
shit! People
Yeah.
were just sitting
Yeah.
there for
Damn,
like almost an hour and a half,
15?
just
Yeah.
like
What venue
standing
is this?
there.
Yeah.
This was Thompson House.
Thompson House.
How the old
Yeah.
Southgate House.
You know how some
Yeah.
celebrities want to be all extra late.
Yeah,
Make
Corey.
him-
Yeah,
Make
Corey
him
Feldman.
want it.
Feldman
you
did
have to
that.
be a celebrity first.
So like his last song that he did like a couple songs. His last couple songs weren't rap, and he was like singing, and nobody was into it. So like he was basically just like, and just walked
He got
off.
mad.
He
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah,
threw,
hurt, just
literally
do
threw
shits.
the deuces and then walked
And
off
walked
stage.
off stage.
And then
What
like
kind of
half
singing?
the crowd fucking left.
Yeah,
Was
there's
there
like,
a lot of
eh,
people there?
There's a
Maybe
decent amount.
100, 150
I
maybe.
mean, yeah,
What kind of singing?
it was like bad.
Like auto tune, like kind of like trying to be like.
Was it like when
Yeah.
Eminem
Post
tried-
Malone and shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
trying to be
Well,
like that.
you guys
or
have
that.
been to like a rap or hip hop show, right?
Yeah, I
all they
have.
do is play the track and then
Yeah.
they just
Right.
sing over top of it. So like he was just kind of talking over the track of him singing.
singing.
Mm.
And it
The
was
only
just, it was horrible.
rap
That's weird.
show I've ever been to was Immortal Technique.
Oh, that's a killer
That
fucking
was a
show to
great
see.
show. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was very.
Yeah.
I'm kind of jelly over that.
Yeah.
Well, he on point with his, so you probably heard every
Yeah.
syllable.
It was.
Yeah.
and all
It was
that
at. It was on Madison and Covington. Was it Top Cat? No, it wasn't Top Cats. What
Radio
The
Dawn
Madison?
or whatever.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
So it was like from me to you. Like we were, like everybody.
That was a
knew.
while
You were
ago, man.
within arm's length of a legend.
He's smaller than I anticipated.
Really?
We were tiny.
Most rappers and people on TV in general are small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creative dudes, I feel like, are smaller. What's funny? Do you know Hamilton, like the musical Hamilton?
Yeah.
Lin-Manuel Miranda went to high school with Immortal Technique, and apparently Immortal Technique would like kick the shit out of Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I think her mic just died again.
Be like Broadway motherfucker. Like doing that. You doing a drama club. Like yeah, nerd.
He a nerd too, though.
Well, that's like Mick
Yeah.
Foley went to high school with Kevin James and pretty much implied that he wasn't a very nice guy.
Kevin James
Growing
wasn't
up.
a nice guy.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Mr.
Yeah.
Paul Blart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All blurred
I can see that.
mall cop.
Yeah, he got the bully, the
Yeah.
secret bully swag.
He looked like a
kind
fat-
of like,
he looks like
kind
a-
of implied that he was like
But
a
he
normal
wasn't
bully.
fat
like,
in
type.
high school.
He
I
like a
think
fat
was, like,
retired
That was
football
like a
player.
That's the
football. He was
point,
like,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Football he got.
You can
guy.
tell like a guy that used to be big
Yeah.
that got fat.
Most football players are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
Darren, hell, the guy on the couch.
Oh, he
man.
lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, he got he was buff there, then he got fat, then he lost a lot of weight, now he's kind of buff again. Look, motherfucker looks like Roman Reigns.
He
That's
does.
how Riff Raff
Ooh.
almost. If he stopped working out for like 6 months, he might get.
He needs to quit drinking
fat.
lean though.
He got fat.
Oh, was he all leaned up?
He was
Yeah,
like
he was
super,
drinking
he was
lean.
like dusty skinny.
It's like he on
And then
lean
like he
and
got fat, and
steroids.
then he
Yeah.
got
Like, for real.
Lean roid,
Lean
man.
oh my god, I was just gonna say
It
lean
probably
roids.
balance him out.
Yeah,
'cause
it's like-
that's probably why he be chilling.
That's why Rob Kardashian got so fucking fat.
Oh.
He drank lean like crazy.
He's like, I'm shocked he's not dead yet.
Oh, he'll get there. Don't worry. Hey, we saw
He got too much
He's so
money.
bloated.
friend of the Kardashians' family's memorabilia.
Oh,
over the weekend.
yeah.
We saw Nicole Brown Simpson's
We
photo
missed,
album.
wow.
We missed
And a
Nicole Brown
dress.
Simpson's sister by one day.
Yeah, we missed her
At the
sister
True
by
Crime
one day at
Museum.
the True Crime Museum.
Photo album,
Dang.
like just of her life,
Just like
Pictures
her
of
photo
her
album
life.
that she had.
like a
yeah.
bunch of,
They
like,
actually let you
bunch of
like
her
flip
memorabilia.
through it and stuff.
No,
or
it was in the
hanging
glass.
out?
It was in the glass. Like,
Apparently, Nicole Brown Simpson left behind like 300 photo albums. Like she was
Yeah.
like the family's like archivist.
yeah, it was like really into like
Damn.
photo albums
Yeah.
and stuff. And,
Scrapbooking.
yeah, scrapbooking.
Hey,
Yeah.
but
She eats scrapbooks with like these special
Yeah.
like
Slash
knife and
booking.
scissors and shit.
I want to say she didn't have the photos that mattered.
Yeah,
And that was what happened to him.
the pictures from the 911 night, like those pictures are in, like oh yeah, that's in the photo. Like, oh, those kids are so cute. And people are like, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was a dark time. That was a dark time for the family. Like,
Nicole would have wanted to document
yeah,
it.
we wanted to document it.
She wanted the world.
Leo is like,
And they had the Bronco there too, which I wanted to touch
Oh,
so
my
bad. I was
God.
like, what do you think would happen if I touched it?
Was it a replica?
OJ
No,
would've
it was
jumped
the
out and stabbed you
actual-
in the neck.
Bronco?
Could you see like inside where they claim the blood was found and
No.
shit? Like, I'm
Yeah,
just
it
saying,
was
then what's the point?
closed.
you know?
yeah.
It was like
That's
like
wrong.
A fence,
Why would
like
they
a
have the
gate
Bronco
thing over-
there?
I don't know.
And you can't like look in it.
They
It's
had
not reference to death, but the Broncos here.
Yeah.
And then the other weird thing was the NRA like sponsored like
Oh,
a
yeah.
wing of it.
There was
Really?
Yeah.
oh
He didn't shoot him. He didn't shoot him. That's all they care
no
about.
the NRA
Selfish bastard.
because it's in Middle Tennessee. The NRA has this thing, and then it's like ode to cops. Like it's a serial
Yeah,
killer
they had a
thing,
whole
but then
floor
it's
just, like,
cops are the good
dedicated to
guys,
our
law
boys in blue.
enforcement.
Did they have that Joe Kimba guy from Homicide Hunter?
No, but they had John Walsh's leather jacket and cowboy boots.
Nice.
Also, throughout, there were little stations that had like little. It looked like for a little. Remember the old McDonald's like play place thing, and they would have like the little rotating
Like
Oh,
number,
yeah,
like
I know what
like
you're
little
talking
numbers
about.
and letters.
Yeah.
They had that, but it was like how not to get kidnapped, and it was like
Yeah,
it
so
was
if you
like,
take your
what
kid
should
to
you
this
do
place,
if
yeah.
a stranger approaches you, and then you'd pick A, B, or C, and like it had like the right answers on it, and it was like sponsored by John Walsh. Like, don't let your little kid get kidnapped.
Wow.
He really is a hero, though, when you think about it. Because
Really?
he, hosted a TV show that.
Yeah.
But sometimes that dude tries to act like he was the one that, like,
Catching him.
yeah, I
himself
caught
and shit.
Yeah.
all 305 of these creeps.
Like,
Like,
he
He's no
dog-
Chris Hansen.
yeah.
He like
I'll give
Dog
you
the
that.
Bounty Hunter and shit.
Dog.
Dog.
Hey, yo, dog. Hey, yo, dog.
Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like catching criminals.
Yeah.
Dog was cool, though, because he'd always, like, let you smoke one last cigarette on your way
Yeah.
back.
True.
He'd like, bro, you want a cigarette, bro?
Yeah. Hey, bro, you want a cigarette?
Yeah,
I
Get my
just-
Wendy's. And
yeah, stop. Yeah, take him to get lunch.
Gonna get like a double cheeseburger. That's all you getting, man. Junior bacon cheeseburger.
You need to stop by your mama's house.
Can I kiss my mama one more
can I
time?
get a second? Like, he would do it, too.
The thing with that was like Beth's boobs were so distracting whenever
Yeah.
she was on TV. I'm like, those are just so.
She's dying now or something.
She-
She's got like cancer or something.
She's got large breasts, but
Is she really?
she's
Yeah,
not
she's got
attractive at
something
all.
wrong.
Yeah, well, she was like
Not to me.
She was like an old barfly.
Yeah,
that
I've
just
even
had
watched that
huge
show
titties.
drunk, and she's not
Yeah.
good looking then either.
She's all leather faced.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Didn't
Like,
they put the son's girlfriend
I
on
would
there
actually
at one
rather
point?
fuck Dog the
Think
Bounty
so,
Hunter
yeah.
than his wife.
Wow.
She
Yeah.
kinda,
You just said that.
I'll give him that.
weren't his
He's like
kids
a-
on this show too? Like
Yeah, his
all
son. The
son
whole
skinny?
family
His
was.
son looked
Yeah,
like a
Leland.
fighter. His son had
Yeah.
like that boxer face.
Yeah,
With like the slick back hair. Was
Yeah.
that him?
Leland. Yeah,
I think so.
I know way
I
too
keep
much
hitting
about
this
that
thing.
show.
Sorry.
I know way too much about Dog the Bounty Hunter.
And the dude had like the braids. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Didn't one of the guys
that's
had
the
braids?
son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was
Yeah.
Tim, the other
Did-
like that
was
was
he
the guy
bigger?
that had like the older guy that had the ponytail.
Yeah.
Like he got suspended off the show for a while because he got arrested for exposing himself at a tennis court.
What?
Yeah,
He's
like
like, hey, look, check
jerking-
out this
like,
tennis racket.
Like jerking off, watching
these tennis
somebody play
balls.
tennis. That's just creepy.
They got kicked off the A&E A&E at first, but they went to another
Yeah,
channel.
because he did some stuff where he was
he's calling
saying the
people niggers
N-word.
and shit.
Yeah.
Did
he
we
was
ever-
snapping on his son because I think his son was dating a black girl, and he was calling his son's girlfriend niggers.
Yeah,
or
I
something.
thought there was some racist
So that's kind of what Hulk
action
Hogan
with-
did.
Yeah, Hulk
too.
did
The
that
same
too.
like the Hulk. The Hulk.
But you know, we give him a little like he gonna coke and
We give him a little pass.
like, no, he got CTE and shit. You know? I couldn't be joking like that, but all that head trauma from being a wrestler, you know, some of these dudes.
Does make you kind of racist, brother.
What you gonna do, brother?
I saw black so much, I'm tired of it.
Oh man.
Y'all saw the clip when what's his name, Booker T called him a nigga.
Oh yeah. Oh
No.
I'm coming for you, nigga.
Vince McMahon did.
Vince McMahon's dropped it. Yeah.
Vince McMahon
Yeah.
called
Too,
Booker T,
yeah, he's dropped it
I'm gonna have
too.
to check it out.
Yeah, he walked up to him and said, "What's up, Mike?" and said it like that. And I was and he was just kind of like, and walked away. And they're
Tell
like,
me he did not just say that.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, he like Trump, so they
Yeah, he really
so much
is.
money you can't
Yeah.
really defeat these.
What are you gonna do? Literally. I'm sure Vince McMahon's done some.
He be high
Terrible
too.
shit.
During the Attitude Era. I guarantee
He was all
on
coked
coke
out.
and roll.
I
Yeah.
would put money that Vince McMahon has killed a hooker.
Absolutely.
Well, he
I'm-
tried to
yes.
cover up that Snuka, like
Yeah.
Jimmy Snuka
Yeah.
thing, where that
Like, I think
woman
he was
was
just
pretty
ha-
much murdered by him.
He's
and
that he's that kind of guy that just has like so much money that he's like.
yeah, and the rumor was like
he's like,
he
I
just
want to
showed
know.
up when
I
that.
want to know how it is to take.
You've
a
heard
life.
that story, right, about Jimmy Snuka and that lady, like back in like 83 or 84.
No.
Yeah.
Like Snuka was supposed to get like a pretty. I'm sure they'll do this in the next season if they do that Dark Side of Wrestling. But he was supposed to be getting like a big push with the company. But what had happened was like he was pretty much in an abusive relationship with this lady, and basically beat the shit out of her, and she died. But the story was that she slipped and fell. But the rumor was like Vince McMahon like showed up when the police were talking to Jimmy Snuka originally with a suitcase and handed it to like one of the detectives, and then
Damn.
nothing happened after that.
That's the power of Vince McMahon,
Yeah.
my friend.
Take this
Hey.
suitcase full
And you know
of
what's
money.
funny? Like after he like kidnapped the chick, like she get out the limo and run away. He got like the big speakers the cops got, and he play his little intro song.
Oh, you no chance.
Yeah. What you got?
What are you gonna do? Go to the police? They're not gonna believe you, you fucking whore. Like he's probably totally just like that too.
Stephanie gonna help him get away with it.
Dad, calm down.
I'll get rid of the
Where's
body.
Shane?
Oh, you're fine.
God damn it.
What's up with Triple H? That fuck.
Shaved his head, man. It's crazy. I haven't.
He look
It's
like
weird
he on
seeing
coke
him.
too and
Yeah.
shit, man.
You get that big ass nose, man. He'll snore up an 8-ball real quick.
Why he looks so intense? Like he just stressed
He still
out,
looks intense
like,
now, even as like an old
He
guy.
in the boardroom meeting and shit, veins popping out his head. Like, calm down, buddy. It's all right.
It's all right.
Yep, I think I'm back.
There it is.
There we go.
I gotta get a new mixer. This one's just pissing me off. I love Behringer, but fuck, man, think of something better.
Oh, AEW tomorrow night. I'm not paying $50.
Oh fuck no. Well,
It
we
is
got fights
tomorrow
tomorrow night, right?
There's not.
There's no fights.
Not till
AEW
like middle of June.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah, it sucks.
right. UFC fucked everybody who signed up for the ESPN.
That was some
Plus.
bullshit.
Yeah, I remember you
I'm
guys
still
talking about
pissed
that.
about that, man.
That was some bullshit.
Still pissed about that.
What you mean? What happened?
So like, remember how they had the WWE, had the WWE network and you can watch pay-per-views through that?
Yeah.
They had like the ESPN Plus, you were going to be able to do that. And they had like 2 or 3 pay-per-views that you could do that. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they just fucking changed it. They were like, oh, nope, you got to pay, you got to log into your cable provider and watch and pay for it now. It's like, that's some shit. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's fucking shitty. Pissed us off.
So how was Gatlinburg, besides seeing
Seeing
the Ripley's Museum or whatever it's called?
Oh, the true crime. The
Museum.
Ripley's
True
is
crime,
a fucking
that's it.
tourist trap.
Yeah.
Where's the True Crime Museum?
It's
Pigeon
just
Forge.
opened. It's in Pigeon Forge.
That's
It's only
cool.
been open for like not even a year, I think.
It was cool. It was like one and done. Like I wouldn't go back, but
You wouldn't go back?
Not again, unless they got a bunch of new shit.
Yeah.
It's one of those ones you've kind of seen it once.
Unless,
so-
What was it
unless
again?
somebody else
It's a true
starts
crime
murdering
museum.
motherfuckers
It's-
and
I think I might
sending
have
them
went
shit.
there. I think I
my
might
thing
have
is, it's like that's
Can't
like
remember.
my depth of knowledge goes so deep on like true crime stuff that I'm like, okay, seen it, done it.
Was
like,
it
I
all
know
just
what that is.
U.S. people or was it worldwide?
yeah,
it was,
it's pretty much.
actually like the way they organized it was cool. It was like kind of like the history
of crime.
stuff. They had like a thing on like Salem witch trials.
Oh,
and, like,
nice.
so it was just, and The creepiest thing I think I saw was that they had like a real electric chair, like
Nice.
that
Yeah,
had been
used.
used in Tennessee.
I'm gonna have to get me one of them.
That I think
They had a gas
that-
chamber too.
Yeah, they had
Ooh.
that. The gas chamber, for whatever reason, freaks me
Sounds
out.
like
And
Pine
John Wayne
oil.
Gacy's clown suit.
Those were creepy.
That'd be pretty cool.
It was pretty
Did
cool.
they have
Two of
anything on
them.
Dahmer? They had
Yeah,
like-
they had a couple
Yeah.
signed Dom. They had a
forks.
birthday, forks. They had like a birthday card and then like some kind of thing that he signed,
A
like
freezer.
like an intake form or something for
Huh.
something.
no recipes or nothing.
No recipes.
recipes.
No recipes.
I think they'd be
Unfortunately.
flirting with disaster
like
there.
black peppers.
No like gay guy skulls or anything like that.
No.
Yeah, nothing like that.
No.
Soup bowls.
What'd you say? Soup bowls?
Soup bowl. That was actually
I'm
that was at their
horrible
that was actually at
tonight.
their snack stand like as the
I'd like a Jeffrey
the
Dahmer
bar?
tomato soup, please.
bar and shit. That's the snack stand.
I like some Dahmer chowder.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Thomas
Dahmer.
Shelby. Yeah. Can I get some tomato basil in the skull, please?
But I freaked the fuck out on a ski lift.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
hear.
I want to hear
this
this story.
because I'm pretty sure that I would do the same thing.
So he was really brave because the entire time he was like, I'm gonna try to go up on it. So we went up the hill because I'm like, going down's a little freakier because you feel like
you see
might,
down.
Yeah, you can see how high up you actually are, and I'm pretty brave with that kind of stuff. But there was a moment that he had his eyes closed, and I'm like, God, I hope he doesn't open his eyes right now because we were like 150 feet off the ground, and he lifted his hands off the safety rail and like literally dripping of sweat.
I was fucking. At
It
one
was-
point, I really did like I was gonna
I'm like,
like
"There's
I
nothing we
think
can
I was
do,
gonna like
babe."
I almost did like think I was gonna cry for a second. Like
Hey,
no joke,
I'd
because it
be
was
right there
it
with
was
you,
like
man.
jerking, and then we would stop and not move, and then you're just like swaying in the wind, and I just like turn to
Well-
Brittany and I just go, I don't fucking like this.
I like was rubbing his back. He was really good. And then we got up there and like immediately got drinks because
Yeah, it was
He
like
needed it.
10:30. We were those people waiting for the bar to open up. Like it's 10:45. We're like, what do we do till 11? Like I don't know what are we supposed? Can they open up early? I think we pretty much
we were
did
like we were
force them.
stalking the bar.
Yeah, but we
like,
just got in
walking
line
back
and we're like at
forth.
like 10:55, like fucking and ordering
Yeah.
drinks. But yeah, it was scary. But on the way down, luckily on the way down, had they not had like these gondola things, which I was way more comfortable with, like
'Cause it was
taking,
enclosed,
'cause it's
and they were hitting the
enclosed, and
floor.
it's like yeah, your feet aren't dangling out of this thing. Like
Yeah.
I felt a
Except
lot more
for-
comfortable, except for the hillbilly.
the guy that came on was this hillbilly.
We had to
like,
share a ride with a hillbilly
oh my
couple.
God, this super hillbilly. He's like, yeah, I'm here on. All I have to do is pay a timeshare fee of $40,000.
Yeah, but he
And
gets
I'm like
six,
acting like he got a deal
6 vacations a year or something
with like his
that.
like super fat.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, with I don't
like talk about Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like this guy was like scrawny dog, and like his wife was just as big as Beth.
And he had a T-shirt on that
Oh.
said, "What was
Oh.
it? PETA."
Oh, PETA, people eating
tasty
tasty
animals.
animals.
Yeah, I was like, this dude fucking.
I was like, did he have a
rules.
Confederate flag shirt
This
on
dude
and
fucking
shit?
rules.
And he was like a construction foreman. He's like, yeah, man, I've been working 80-hour weeks, but you know,
He was
these
salt of the earth
getaways
people.
to Gatlinburg are just getting me through. I'm like, oh god damn. Like you know, this guy got
I know,
taken
and I
for a
kind of just wanted him
ride.
to shut the fuck up so I could
Same.
enjoy the gondola ride.
Same.
You know, it's like
Yeah, but also,
You should have just started
it was
freaking
funny.
out.
you just started fucking with them.
You should have like asked him to hold your hand.
Just
Excuse
at
me,
one
sir, I'm
point,
so nervous.
Yeah, sir. Can you help me, please?
at one point, look at him and just be like, "We're all gonna die!"
But I don't understand. People had like their fucking babies in these ski lift, like
For the entire ride home, he goes, people had their babies
They're
on this
fucking
on
babies
the
on a
ski
ski
lift. On
lift.
the
A
babies.
toddler, like on a ski lift. That sounds like does that not
Toddlers
sound?
don't-
Sounds like insurance money to me.
Does that not sound crazy
Was-
to anybody
Well,
else?
It's a
Fuck.
really late term
Was it-
abortion
Yeah.
plan.
Was
Yeah.
it Casey Anthony?
Shit,
Was she there
take
on
a
the
kid
ski
on a
lift?
ski lift? Whoops.
Was she in the True Crime Museum?
They did have some Casey
did have
Anthony
some-
So they
stuff.
had like the garbage bag and
They
the
had one
Dodge,
of- they
the
had one
Dodge
of-
They have a little
Cavalier. Or the
blanket.
They
Ford.
had
That
one
was
of her
kinda
little
sad.
blankies and
Oh.
a
Really?
toy. Yeah.
I watched the big thing about that a couple weeks ago. That shit's fucked up, man.
She
You know, it is-
murdered the shit out of that kid.
Are we like pieces of shit for going to that museum?
Maybe.
Did you stand in front of any of the exhibits and jerk off or feel
No,
aroused?
but I took a lot of pictures.
I don't think you're a piece of shit then. I think you're all right. You're pretty normal,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
They
I
make
mean-
us love crime in America anyway.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's more of a hip thing to be into now. It used to not be like that.
Yeah.
People would look at you like, "Ooh, you're fucking weird."
I remember I'd freak myself out like watching things on YouTube about like Charles Manson.
They had
I
one of
mean,
his guitars.
But what do you
there.
think most
wow.
museums are about?
That's true.
That's just
Yeah.
murder on like a government scale is
Unless
called
it's an
war.
art
Well, that's how they got all
Yeah.
that shit in the
Yeah.
museums. If you look at it, like they went, or somebody's government went somewhere and murdered everybody and stole their shit. Wow, here we go. There's a lot of death behind all of that shit. Then like
We
we got
need an
spears and
We
all
need an
type of-
imperialism buzzer.
Dun, 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 dun. Imperialism.
So they really are doing more Star Wars, really.
Yeah.
Like that's really
Sadly.
I don't really. So I don't think they're.
Why?
They're not gonna keep making. So this is gonna be the last Star Wars movie that's supposedly around like the Luke Skywalker.
They're gonna do like spin-offs, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
gonna be like
Jedi, like the.
Jedi random
I mean,
shit,
I like
future
Star
shit,
Wars
Knights of the
prequel
Old
much as
Republic,
the
I
next
think,
guy,
yeah,
but
They're going in both
really-
directions.
What was the one about the prequel before the
Rogue
first-
One.
Rogue One.
I
That was real
loved that.
good. That was
I
pretty
cried
good.
Rogue
my
One was
face
the
off.
was the best out of
I don't know.
all
I like
the new
Solo.
ones.
I thought Solo was.
I
pretty
still
good.
haven't
Solo
seen
was
it.
fine.
It was
fine.
Whack.
I like. Shut. Why? Why? You didn't like it?
Really?
I thought it was
I
decent.
heard it was okay.
It was circle jerky for the fans.
I heard it was better.
Lando
than,
showing up, like that fucking shit was awesome.
I heard it was better than. Well, of course, it had to be better than the Last Jedi. That was horrible.
Yeah.
I feel like this new one's gonna, like, the final one's gonna be a turd.
The trailer looks
Oh, yeah.
so shitty.
Yeah.
Trailer
It's
ain't
gonna be
shit.
I don't know what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Luke, and then I'm sure it's just everybody dies because that's what always happens. But like,
Man, just bring Darth Vader back. Fuck it.
I think that's what they're
Don't
gonna
matter
do in the
anymore.
last one.
oh,
I
he's
think he's
risen
gonna
from the
be
grave.
back. Well, no, he's gonna be like the ghost,
Oh,
like the,
ghost.
hologram
Oh, he
looking
like
thing. Yeah.
Like
possesses
Snoke.
somebody or something.
No, like you know how in like the third, well, it'd be part 6, I guess.
Like Snoke or whatever
Like-
the hell his name was, right?
No, not like
Snoke.
that.
Snoke.
But like how at the end of the 6th one, like it shows like the ghosts standing
Yeah.
there, like Yoda
Yeah.
and like Obi-Wan
All
and
of
shit.
them,
Yeah, I think that's how he's gonna come back, but he's gonna have like a big role. He's gonna be able to do some shit. Darth fucking
And then this
Vader.
new Terminator, I feel like, are we
Dude,
just not supposed
let
to?
me-
Whack.
I still haven't seen that.
No
trailer.
one laughed at my Terminator joke in the group chat. I'm bitter about it. The Terminator abortion joke.
Oh, I laughed.
Yeah, I laughed.
I just
It
didn't
wasn't
want
our
everybody to
place.
think I was weird.
Yeah, it
As
wasn't
men.
yes,
You can joke
If-
about your uterus. We can't.
Can't.
It was. If I were a doctor, I would. If I were an abortion doctor, I would demand my nickname be the Terminator.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's pretty funny.
The late Terminator.
They delay-
Oh, no one cares.
So are we just supposed to forget about John? Like, where's John Connor?
Hold on. So what's up? What's going on in the
So-
trailer?
Let me just tell you a little something.
Bullshit.
I love the fucking Terminator movie.
So do
the
I.
first two.
Yeah, me too.
The first two are fucking unprecedentedly the best fucking in the whole series.
Probably was in the one of the best action, like,
Oh yeah,
sci-fi action movies. too, of
Terminator
all time.
2 is like the number
that's
one
so,
fucking movie.
Still holds up.
Yeah,
too.
it holds up so good.
Top 3 in my list.
Yeah.
So-
I'd go there too.
Watching the new trailer, I'm getting the vibe that it's not going to be all about Sarah Connor. It's about some new girl that the Terminators are going back in time to kill, and she like just comes out like, I'm just going to help you because I used to be
Yeah, I
like
used to,
her.
like, yeah.
I
Is
used to be
Arnold?
her or some shit.
Yeah,
Is
Arnold's
Arnold?
And then
Yeah,
Arnold's in
Yeah,
it.
Arnold's in
and
it.
it's like weird. It's
Yeah.
like he's aged.
He's living in a
Yeah.
cabin in the
Yeah.
woods.
Yeah.
Didn't it just happen in the last
Yeah,
one?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird, man. I don't.
Well, no,
get
that
it.
was the young.
Yeah, the young.
Like they went back in time. and
Right,
shit.
yeah. The
Yeah.
old one
Yeah.
was.
And there's no John Connor in this,
No.
or mention of him.
I just want
whatsoever.
Furlong to get some work, man.
Yeah, they're gonna
you
put
know?
him in. The insurance policy on him is way too high to take out. To have
Hey,
him in
James
one of your
Cameron
movies.
can afford that shit.
Is
all
James
right?
Cameron doing
He's
this?
Yeah.
producing it,
Per-
and then
Wow.
T.J. Miller's
I
directing.
don't always mean it.
T.J. Miller?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
T.J. Miller, the comedy guy?
yeah.
Or you mean T.J. Or you mean what's his name?
The guy that did Deadpool.
Oh yeah, that's not T.J.
That's not T.J. Miller.
No.
No, T.J.
T.J.
Miller's
Miller
like-
was in Deadpool, but that's not
yeah,
him.
T.J.
Oh.
Miller's that comic guy.
No, what's the guy's name that directed Deadpool?
Not T.J. Miller.
I thought it was T.J. Miller.
No. They said it the other day. They say it during the trailer.
Yeah.
It'll be. I think it'll be good though.
I don't
hopefully.
know, man.
Those last ones, a couple ones have been
I just-
terrible.
like the
So-
new Terminators they're introducing.
Is it
it's
set
like-
in present day?
I
or is it still
assume.
in
So.
Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like in
Yeah.
the trailer.
I mean, it has to be present day because Sarah Connor's all old and shit now.
Oh, so they have Sarah
She's all been
Connor
through
in there.
menopause and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's getting hot flashes.
She's
in this
nothing
one.
left to
Yeah,
lose.
she's like,
Every time a Terminator's around, like her Spidey senses kick off.
She gets a hot flash.
yeah.
She's all sweating and shit. Like, bitch, it's like negative 10 out.
She's cold. Like, I should have brought a sweater. It's just like her saying that a bunch. Like,
Man, they disrespectful. They should have been brought her back.
Yeah.
Wait till she all old and shit. Man, that's not fair to her.
At the time, though, when they wanted to make the sequel, she didn't want to do it.
She didn't have anything else going on.
No.
What actress is that?
Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
She's fucking badass, man.
She is a badass.
She was super tough in Terminator 2.
Oh, yeah.
When she whooped dude,
She's doing those chin ups in the nut.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was nice.
Beat that dude with that broken broomstick. Oh, dude, that was fucking tight. Took that lick to the face like a champ, too, man.
And that movie's like really long, too. It's one of those where it's so good you don't realize you're sitting there for like 2.5 hours like, watching it.
Yeah.
The music is very, very well placed.
And then you got that awesome Guns N' Roses song.
Oh, yeah.
They're in front of the butt.
Best
With Budnick from fucking Salute Your Shorts.
Yeah.
Budnick?
Yeah, for like a quick second.
Yeah.
I've never
His
seen
hot mullet.
Yeah, his hot mullet.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to watch Salute Your Shorts.
What?
It was, well, I would sneak watch it, but my mom thought it was
Awful
disrespectful.
waffle. Awful
Yeah.
waffle.
I'll get the tennis racket.
Donkey lips.
I don't even know what y'all talking about.
It's a white people thing, man.
Y'all had Boogie. Y'all had the what? The
Camp
Boogeyman.
on the wall.
Or Candyman. Dude, I still was laugh. I still think about that. Just fucking laugh, man.
The only way that I can relate this to Leo, I think, us white people, we had Salute Your Shorts. Leo in the black community, they had Scared Straight.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of. It's kind of similar to that.
Yeah, I got you.
Kind of,
Yeah.
sort of.
Yeah.
So you saying John Connor's friend was in there?
Yeah.
He was on that show,
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember his
redheaded
friend,
kid?
though, yeah.
He was the
The
reason I wasn't
ugly-ass
allowed
kid.
to watch
Why?
Salute
'Cause he
Your
had a
Shorts
little-
because he was too
Was it because it was
smart aleck.
TVY7?
He was TVY7. That's too extreme for our household.
But you're over there killing your hamster and
Yeah.
shit. You're like, you can't watch Salute Your Shorts.
I didn't murder him. I just disposed of him.
Put him in the
uniquely.
freezer.
He's a unique
They put you in the
cryogenic
true
hero.
crime
Nobody,
museum.
everybody from that show is like in obscurity now.
Yeah.
It's on Salute Your Shorts.
That's most
Nobody
people
does
from
anything.
the
Do you
most
remember
people from the
Hey-
80s.
Do you remember Hey Dude?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Dude, yeah.
Were you not allowed to
Yeah.
watch that one, too?
I loved Hey Dude.
You were allowed to watch that, but you weren't allowed to watch.
You're on.
You're
You're
on.
just slow. have such
You
a
weren't
low
allowed. You were
voice.
allowed to watch Hey Dude, but you weren't allowed to watch.
Hey Dude didn't have a smart aleck mullet.
Yeah, well, that smart aleck kid.
It wasn't really that smart aleck. See? Did I kill it?
No,
You're
you
good.
No? Okay.
I just got to turn your gain up a little bit.
Turn the gain up.
Put my gain on. I don't know.
The only person to come off a Hey Dude and have a successful career was Christine Taylor.
Yeah, who
Yes,
married Ben
yep.
Stiller. Yeah.
Sure
She
enough.
married Ben
Yeah.
Stiller?
Wasn't Omar Epps on Wild and Crazy Kids?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was. Really? I didn't know that.
And
I
Cube
don't
and
know.
Cube.
It's up so loud you're getting him now.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like it's in the hallway or
Hallway.
something. On my way to the principal's office.
Yeah.
Shitty fucking mixer, man. I blame it on
I mean,
technology.
we just had it for so long.
I blame it on taking women's rights away to
I thought you were saying I blame it on taking massive shits.
kill a
Motherfucker.
baby.
Kill a baby.
Baby murderer.
Baby.
How dare you take care of a thing that then we end up don't wanting to take care of anyway because we're the government.
If you're anti-abortion, you have to be like 100% pro-welfare. Like that, there's no in between.
How dare you?
I don't know. Alabama's not that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
How
ludicrous.
It's a child, not a choice. And if you've ever seen that picture of the little baby next to a ruler,
What'd you do? What happened?
Something didn't play.
oh,
I tried to play.
Weird.
it sucks.
Weird.
Fucking mixer,
Tell
man.
you what, we're in a new
Gremlins,
studio. We're,
gremlins.
you
Yeah,
know,
working the bugs out.
working the
man.
bugs out.
Try it again. Try it again.
Mhm.
Nope.
Thinking about it.
It wants to.
I said,
Play something
ain't
else.
happening.
Nothing.
Yeah, I can't
Just
even hear
fucking
it in my
froze up,
phones.
didn't it?
No, it looks. I mean,
It's playing, but it's not registering over the.
Oh, yeah!
There we go.
go.
Write down what sound bite.
What does it smell like?
What does it smell like? Nigga, voice.
I'll just improv. My improv skills.
There's some waffle fries.
Now you're like
He
Robin
dozed off real
Williams.
quick.
We should have Leo do that voice. Wow.
Oh. So hey, let's hit some news headlines. If we
can. No.
Nope, nothing.
A big old nothing.
Is it unplugged?
I don't think so.
Try to unplug and plug back in. Volume turned down.
Turn it off. Turn back on again.
There it is.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, we got halfway through.
Play it again.
Yeah, play it again.
And now we have some news.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hit him with your news voice, Leo.
Get it.
Tonight.
Hi, I'm Dale Johnson.
But you don't cut motherfuckers in line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like a weatherman.
Hell about that, you fucking asshole. Fuck him.
He's a dick, man.
Hey, did y'all ever see the news dude that had the fly in his mouth? And he started cussing. He said, "What the fuck is that? You motherfuckers gotta be down here in this country ass town." I see you got another job.
I love that, man. It was a bee, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a something.
Yeah.
It was
He was
something.
out there next to the fence. He's all hanging out to it like, fuck.
He was talking so proper before it happened. Then he started his black. You could tell he was faking it for the job.
yeah.
Like, I'm in this country. Yes.
Anyway, news.
Breaking news.
I think the only like real major news we got is Grumpy Cat, right? What else we got?
We have Grumpy Cat and then Ashley
Oh, yeah,
something or
yeah,
other.
Oh wow, what
Celebrity
a
death.
respectful.
That's all we got. That one lady.
I'm kidding.
look it up.
Ashley
Massaro.
Massaro.
Well, let's talk about Ashley Massaro. We'll get her out of the way.
Celebrity-
Goodbye, Ashley.
Celebrity death.
Rose.
So
We need like a
A
song.
wrestler in the wind.
we got taps. That's about it.
She was multi-talented. She's a former
Now-
WWE star. She competed on Survivor and she posed for Playboy.
Oh man! I had a song downloaded
For her?
to play for this death portion.
Oh, I thought you meant just for Ashley Massaro.
Is it like Seal for the Batman sound? Man, you can sing on the low. He be harmonizing.
I love it when he does the with the hand.
Baby. Go ahead, let's hear it.
I gotta feel it.
Get some Mariah Carey up in here.
They do always hold the one ear.
Yeah.
Close your eyes. Like,
The One Sweet Day video.
One sweet
And I know you're shining down on me from heaven. Why do they always?
Stop it! We're gonna get sued for copyright.
Oh yeah, we don't want to get.
Oh, you can do
YouTube
so many
struck. Yeah,
seconds.
you can do so many
Yeah.
seconds.
But no, if you sing
We
it
just have
yourself, I think it's cool. Like,
Oh
you
yeah,
can
we
play
just
their audio.
it's a cover.
Yeah, you can even speed up and slow down their audio and get away with it.
Yeah, it just can't be 100% theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That "We Are the
The more
World"
you
song.
know.
They
But
was
I don't
doing
know
that
how
too,
you got how you
with Michael
guys like
Jackson.
would get in trouble. And there's so many other.
No, that's a new thing they doing.
Oh, is that the?
So
that's like a
sometimes
new-
they'll
It's
let you
an
keep it,
algorithm.
but they sometimes won't let you monetize.
Yeah,
the
they'll
video.
monetize it and give whoever credit
Yeah,
for it.
they'll
yeah.
take all the money.
That's
That's
how they
some
cover
weak
the
ass shit.
Kind of like what the
cover
Rolling
their-
Stones did to that guy from The Verve.
Yeah.
finally
And then
gave it
finally
back.
gave him the money
Yeah.
back this
'Cause
week.
it's a bitter
Yeah, they finally
sweet
got the money back from.
symphony
What am I-
that's
Isn't that song about a heroin overdose?
I have no
All
idea.
songs in the '90s were.
That song was the entrance song to one of my really good friends' weddings. Like the wedding party walked into the reception to that. I'm
To
like,
that song?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, you know what this is about?
Heroin's on the back bar,
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah.
And I'm like, also
Tip your waitress.
bittersweet. Like what?
Dude, rock. Well, never mind. It's not even rock stars anymore.
I'm coming out to Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Say, do rock stars make songs?
Yeah. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Said breakfast at Tiffany's and share.
Is this a sing along episode?
Remember
Yeah.
the very
We're just gonna sing-
night as I recall, I think
we gotta stop.
Liked it.
We're gonna take it. We
Leo's
just
probably
do
like,
an
"What the
episode
fuck?"
where we just sing like 5 seconds of songs that just pop into our
Just a
heads.
medley,
Yeah.
a cabaret.
We used to do was it fuck. We used to sing it all the time.
The Everclear
Everclear,
song?
yeah.
Santa
Oh,
Monica?
Everclear.
Santa Monica.
With my
yeah.
big black boots and my
Old
old
suitcase. Down it.
He's done got us started now.
Down it.
Do
I
believe
do
I
I
found myself
A
a
new place. I don't want.
That guy was old back then.
That guy.
Yeah, Art. What's his name? Art
Got
Alexis or
Art
something like that.
Bleach
Alexis. What's the?
Oh, fuck. It's
Art Alex.
Art Alexakis.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I remember that song that they had about divorce came out right as my parents were getting divorced.
Oh,
and I was
boy.
just like,
You just jammed it.
Yeah, you.
And then you killed your hamster and shit.
Yeah.
It was a cry for attention.
You cut yourself to Everclear.
Sure, we're getting a divorce. I can't watch Slut Your Shorts and my hamster's fucking dead.
Father of mine.
Tell me, where have you been?
Just close my eyes. I like Everclear, man. It's good shit.
Oh, so how about this news, right?
Oh, yes, sorry.
Oh yeah,
So,
death.
Ashley Massaro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Massaro.
I honestly had to fucking Wikipedia her myself because she, like, I'm a wrestling fan, but she was in a period of wrestling that I didn't really watch.
05 to 08. let's
Yeah,
say.
and I had no fucking clue who she was.
She won.
She won Tough
Enough, yeah.
She also won.
Oh,
some
really?
some Divas thing.
Divas
Raw
Raw
Search.
Divas Search.
Yeah, that's
wow.
how they found it. She was found through the Divas search or
And
whatever.
she was on Survivor China. I never knew they had a Survivor
China.
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 It was actually just surviving partying with China for a couple of
Yeah.
nights in a row, and she won.
Oh, God.
I think I
think
could have
in
been
my-
bros with China.
In my
She was-
prime, I think I could have held my own with China. Not so much anymore, but back in the day,
Wait, she's dead.
2007,
Yeah.
2006.
I don't think you can hold a candle to that one,
She
man.
can't even hold herself up.
wrestling or
Just partying in general.
He made like
Oh,
fucking her in that
yeah.
video.
Oh,
Oh, they
Sure.
wrestling her.
Oh no.
Wrestle.
No.
I'm like, she was pretty buff, dog. Like, I'm not.
I
sure.
wouldn't want to wrestle her.
Man, that.
She has some thighs on her. Ham hocks.
So what would you give? What would you give Ashley Massaro? Then?
I mean, just because she was like a WWE superstar, I mean, I'll give her 2, just for the simple fact.
I give her 1.21 give a fucks. Fix my fucks capacitor on her.
I can't do that math.
I can't-
So it's gonna be 1.25.
like
1.25.
I don't know her, but I'll give her a 2 only because it was like suicide. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I
That's
forgot
kinda-
about that. That's
I
kinda
thought
sad.
She OD'd.
No.
She was found.
Vince
She
McMahon
hung
did
She
it.
was
herself.
found hanging.
Vince McMahon did it.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I'll give her a 2 just for the sadness of.
I'll give her a 3 if they can prove she was touching herself like sexually. when
Like
they
Robin
found her.
Williams.
Like lady autoerotic
Right,
Hold on, you
asphyxiation.
said like
That used to be her
Robin Williams.
finisher, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
No, I thought
Yeah.
Robin Williams just died straight up
He did
regular
just
hanging.
die. That's what
that
everybody
was-
tried to
Yeah.
spread that rumor.
No, that was the David Carradine
Yeah.
guy died. He
Yeah.
died beaten
That guy
off.
looks
yeah.
like a
Y'all
guy
don't
who
fucking
was
know
gonna
how he
die.
died. He could have died jerking off. You don't know
True. He
that.
do look like he would have
It's a
been.
cover
into
He
up.
looked
that.
like he would.
Cover up.
He has
Definitely.
autoerotic asphyxiation.
I would.
based.
But it's like, why not just pay somebody? You got so much money. you
I'd
know.
give her a 3.
A 3.
Yeah.
I'll go 2.
2. So yeah, she's scoring pretty low.
Yeah, she's
But
the most
it
consistent.
was overshadowed by a bigger
Yeah.
celebrity death.
I mean, you could say bigger, more popular nowadays. Yeah, but I can't.
Nowadays.
Which was?
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy,
Yeah.
yeah, Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat died.
Yeah.
Feline leukemia.
Oh, good. At least it wasn't feline AIDS.
I mean, I don't know. I was just guessing. I was just guessing.
That is such a thing.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But like,
Had AIDS.
Grumpy Cat was only like 7 years old. I thought cats lived for like 20 years.
Yeah, not purebreds like that. They're genetic.
Well, it had that. It had that heroin
inbred.
addiction too.
It's not purebred. It's inbred.
Man, after he
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
popular,
dude,
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
the cat started fucking shooting up. It was,
It was dark.
The Taco
The
Bell
fame went
dog
to her
got
head.
hooked
It's
early
like,
on.
like on half.
He had some spiked catnip.
Yeah.
Killer was born to what he said, bitch mother.
Three-legged bitch mother.
a lot of like hipster and stupid people were into Grumpy Cat.
It was a thing.
So I'm gonna tell you right now, my score is gonna be low.
This motherfucker was lit. The cat was listed as one of Forbes' top influencers
Yeah.
What?
in 2017.
They made bank
What?
doing ads. Like,
Had a-
here's a picture of Grumpy Cat on like
2.5 million Instagram
Jesus
followers,
Christ.
8.5 million likes on the Facebook page.
I would not have told anybody that cat died. I'd like get a new one and be like,
Yeah,
hey, there's
just
Grumpy
like-
Cat.
I just recycle old pictures that had never been released
Yeah.
for like
Just
another
a little
year.
happier now. We
Yeah.
have money.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you lose your edge.
have you guys ever seen the Wilfred the cat, the one that's like all fucked up, like with its like teeth out? and,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
the Steve Buscemi of Grumpy Cats.
Yeah.
Like,
They have like weekend at Grumpy Cats.
Oh my god.
oh, get him.
Carry him
You
around.
should get him
shit.
stuffed.
Yeah.
That's the ugliest cat.
What, Grumpy Cat?
No,
Yeah.
Wilfred.
Wilfred.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Wilfred's ugly.
There's a really funny video that
God.
Michael Rappaport
real.
recorded.
That shit was
He's like,
hilarious.
Ma!
Cat's back!
This fucking cat's ugly as shit. I'm iffy about Michael
I
Rappaport.
love Michael.
He's starting to get on my
like it.
nerves now.
Yeah.
They be faking too much.
Yeah,
man.
now it's starting to
Faking?
get, it's
What's he
too,
faking?
Like
His
he's-
intensity.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
about everything.
Yeah, now it's just all the time with
Okay,
everything.
I
Like,
like
pizza
Michael-
on pizza! Oh my god! Fucking, like, it's
I
just
like
everything.
him because he's into Real Housewives. Like he's like a super fan of Real Housewives, and goes on there and stuff all the time.
Like he uses New York accent
No,
to make
yeah.
it seem like he cool.
Yeah.
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 And that's not, you not really that cool. I hate
I hate when
see
he's on
him-
ESPN.
I see him on Fox Sports
Yeah.
1 all the time, and he just be going on
That's what
rants,
he
and the
is.
shit don't even be making
Don't make
sense.
sense.
And It's like, okay, give it a break.
He's a character actor. That's what he always was, and they just gave him a platform of a podcast. Like, you know what I mean?
He is a good actor,
Like
man. He's in
less
some
is
good
more
shit.
with him.
Yeah.
His book
He's
was
starting
really
to,
good,
he's
though.
starting to, yeah, kind of oversaturate himself.
I liked his book.
I
like-
forgot he had a book.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. He's doing too much.
It's like Gary Owen. I like Gary Owen in doses. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want to see him every day, all day,
Yeah.
talking and shit.
He just needs to be like the guy from the thing.
Yeah, just rant here and there.
Yeah.
I like him because he taking his like, let me check white people for the hood shit too far too. Like
Yeah.
every time something happened, like we don't need you to run around and check white people and shit.
Who, Michael
Like,
Rappaport?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
who made you the honorary
Yeah.
bridge?
Yeah.
Like,
I've heard a lot of people say that about him. Yeah.
like, even when he write, it just don't seem genuine sometimes.
It's just like outrage overload.
Yeah.
I do like that he calls Donald Trump Dick Stain Donald.
Yeah.
Dick Stain Donnie. Like, that's so funny. Dick Stain Donnie.
I bet Donald Trump does leave skid marks.
Oh, totally. Totally.
How could you not?
Yeah.
He probably do it on purpose. Clean it.
Yeah.
He's-
I'ma
Clean
watch
my
you.
shit, yeah, clean my shit stains.
They're all orange.
Fucking whore. They can't tell the tan cream
Yeah.
from the shit.
You think
You
Donald's
quit-
got tan cheeks, man?
Oh man.
No, I
Oh,
might tan his cheeks.
Probably not.
Oh,
Nah.
I bet he tans them.
Full
Rich
on.
people are weird, man.
He don't tan, man. He's just straight
Body
rolls in
Yeah.
like orange grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make Pence rub them down and shit.
Someone is a spy.
Make
Jerk
your
him a
gay.
little bit.
Make you gay.
Slip a couple fingers in.
It's like this Indiana cornfield all over
Yeah.
again.
Don't worry, Pence. We can't have abortions.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Ew, do you guys know Mike Pence calls his wife mother?
Ooh, that's weird.
He calls his wife
His
mother?
wife mother.
Well, sometimes, like, when I'm talking to my wife in front of my kids, I'll be like, hey, what's up, Mom?
No, but like not in that context.
Like he's fucking her and he's like, mother.
Like I see like women call they dudes like daddy and stuff, but if you was calling him father, that'd feel way.
Yeah, that's
weirder.
like.
Father.
I know dudes like, hey mom, you know, hey mom,
Papa, yeah, Papa.
hey mommy, you know, all that. Like I'm used to, you gotta
Papa.
abbreviate it a little
Papa.
bit, like
yeah.
you know,
It's not
can't
sexy
just
if it's
mother.
full. Yeah.
That's like some fucking...
grandmother.
Poppy.
What's that?
Norman Bates.
Papaw.
Yeah, Norman Bates.
Yeah, Norman
shit,
Bates, yeah.
Mother? Mother?
Meemaw was new to me.
Meemaw?
I didn't know
Meemaw?
Meemaw.
Yeah.
You're probably like, what the fuck?
Papaw existed.
Mamaw.
There's a lot of Meemaws in Pigeon Forge.
You're kind of a papaw sometimes.
Because where I'm from, it's like granny, grandmother,
Yeah.
What's
you
that
know,
supposed to mean?
Nana. Like
Yeah.
black people didn't even use Nana. That was new to me too. Nana, Meemaw, Papaw. That's like a Ohio, Kentucky thing. I
Ew,
guess.
my one cousins would call their grandparents on the other side Mamaw and Pop and
Mamaw.
Papaw, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I had to ask like, what's that?
Yeah, I don't like.
I didn't know what the Mamaw was. I got it once I started hearing Papaw.
We would do
Yeah.
Mama was one of my grandmas. But
What
that
was
would just
it?
be Mama.
Mama?
Because
Mama.
one of my cousins had a speech impediment.
That
Maybe
sounds
just
kind of
help
cool
him.
though.
I just made him
Mama.
feel good about him. That's, you know.
Yeah.
We just had grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, we just called them like grandma something. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
grandma
grandma.
Tate,
Yeah.
grandma
Grandma-
Minnie.
It was,
Yeah,
it was
something
grandma
like that.
last name, like when you're talking about my grandma Freudiger or whatever.
Grandmas.
R.I.P.
Back to this grumpy cat here.
Oh, yeah.
Can we rate our
One.
grandmas?
One.
One.
You know, I hate to give it the same as a fucking WWE superstar, but I'm gonna go 2. Just because, like, the first time you saw a grumpy cat, you were like, damn, that cat's grumpy as fuck. Then you see it again, and you're just like,
Looks
yeah,
the damn same.
Yep,
Yeah.
cat's still fucking grumpy about something. Take a Xanax and chill out, bro. I don't know. 2.
2.
I give it Yeah, I give it 2 as well.
I'll give it a 3 if you can prove it was touching itself sexually when it died.
yeah. Oh, himself all
licking
jerking
its
off.
balls while its
What?
legs
Yeah.
up or something.
Yeah.
It was really a kitty suicide. Fame got too much.
0.5. I don't give a fuck.
0.5.
Courtney Love actually killed Grumpy
Oh.
Cat.
How's she doing? I've seen her in a while.
I'll say
She's cleaning her
2.
shotguns.
You
You're
said
going
2?
2.
Damn, this was a bad week for celebrities to die,
I feel like
man.
somebody else died though. Was that it?
That's the only 2 I can think
Yeah, I
of.
looked up some stuff. It's just like some random dude's daughter that we don't even barely know.
Oh, the
Guy
dude,
from Slipknot's
Yeah,
daughter
that's what I was
died.
just looking
Yeah.
at.
Drugs.
Really?
yeah,
percussion
Clowns.
Damn.
Yeah, clown.
that was an
Damn.
OD, right?
Yeah,
Fuck,
drug
how old
OD.
was she?
I didn't
Like
22.
Yeah,
Yeah.
22.
I didn't even think I would
Damn.
care. I didn't even bring it up.
I mean, I really
Slipknot.
don't, but I like Slipknot.
The knot.
Yeah. If we're gonna throw her in, I'm gonna give her a 3 just because I really like Slipknot.
Yeah, I'll give her a
Are
2.
we-
I'll throw her 2.
Are we rating him?
Come on.
Sure,
Yeah,
might as
just
well
put
put her on there.
Slipknot's
Celebrity.
daughter.
Slipknot daughter.
Okay.
She's a Slipknot.
It would be weird if she
You
hung
said
herself because
2.
then if she
Y'all forcing me.
Slipknot.
I'd give her a 4 if you can prove she was touching herself sexually when she died.
Jesus.
I give you 2 points no matter what.
Yeah.
That's all, yeah.
It's the 2-part.
Yeah.
The autoerotic asphyxiation curve. That was way too long to say.
It's all
Is
good.
that a long word to say?
What did you say?
For her?
Yeah.
I think I said 4. didn't
4?
I?
Yeah, I'll say.
4? Really?
I'll
I think I
say.
said 4.
I'll say 2.
Just because I like Slipknot.
I like Slipknot too. I'll give her a 2 though.
I'm gonna give it
What did I give that?
0.5.
She didn't really die. They're just using it to push the new album and get people
Yeah.
to buy it.
That's
Like-
all it is.
Dusty,
Somebody's
yeah.
using her face as a mask. Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, that new mask, dude. That's just whoa.
And
Looks so real.
His daughter's face.
That's
shit.
deep right there.
That'd be crazy.
I'd say just 2. That's Grumpy Cat level.
I'd have to give it a 1 just because, I guess.
Fair enough.
Alright.
More than Grumpy Cat.
Yeah.
I will
I
have
couldn't give a human less than.
What are they? Are they gonna have a funeral? Like, what do they do? Are they gonna have a funeral for Grumpy Cat?
How long does it
They
take
should
for
just
cats
stuff
to
and mount it.
decompose? Do they?
Yeah, it's.
Do they,
I'm sure
do
another
they
cat-
embalm it?
It's probably in a freezer.
They're gonna stuff it and put it in Ripley's. Pay $30 to come see it in
Speaking
some
from
mannequins.
experience, it's probably in their freezer.
yeah.
She
You
gonna
gotta keep it
email
at this temperature.
Yeah, you gotta.
You have to alternate
the night
from
before.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You,
freezer.
you have to refrigerate bodies before you cremate them.
Refrigerate or freeze them?
Refrigerate.
Oh, okay.
You
Just gotta
do?
keep them
Yeah.
about 40 degrees. Slows down
What?
the decomposition.
Yeah.
Word.
Wow, I'm learning.
You
tonight.
sounded a little serial killer-ish.
I know
the
a
way you
little
He always
bit about
does, man.
bodies,
Okay,
man.
I know because I worked at a funeral home. What do you know?
See that big
Does
giant
nobody watch
homicide book
crime
back there?
Yeah,
shows,
crime
man?
shows.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Come on now.
Nice.
They had a whole
kid.
CSI lab inside that true crime museum.
Ooh.
We did. It was really stupid.
Let me see some fucked up shit. Show them that crime
crime
book.
book?
Yeah.
I think I might have. My sister might have this book if it's the same one. Yep.
This is like an official
Yeah.
like textbook that they give people that are looking to be like detectives and shit.
I looked through that one time and I'm like, I ain't ever looking through that thing ever
It's got
again.
like-
really gross.
It's got some fucked up. It's got
Yeah,
some.
it's
shit
like people
about
that
Dahmer and stuff
beheaded
in
and
there,
like
yeah.
split down the middle.
Chopped off dicks and shit.
Yeah.
What?
It's
It's
fucking
got some
weird,
gross shit.
man.
Yeah.
Ew.
Full
What are you
color, too.
doing?
Looking at it. Sorry.
Keep both hands above the table.
I was gonna say that.
I don't want my pages sticking
Can
together.
we borrow
You get
this?
2 extra points
Yeah.
for that.
Can we borrow this for later?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my
Oh, yeah,
god.
kink up the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just like Rotten.com, except it's a book.
Yeah, it's like a legit college textbook.
It's
Yeah.
like hipster.
They learned this shit in
rotten.com.
college. It has pictures from the Dahmer scene.
Yeah, it's got a pictures from all kinds of shit. In there,
Ooh,
man.
autoerotic death sequence.
Look at you.
Look at that.
Just happened to land on it.
Right to it.
No, wait, let me see that.
It was bookmarked.
Is it bookmarked? I've got a dog eared.
It's where the spine's broken. So no,
That's messed up, man.
It was bookmarked. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it's got that crease right in the spine.
Yeah, right.
Bam.
So, I know we got one more thing to talk about here. Well, let's talk about it real. Well, no, fuck it. I want to talk about my thing real quick. All right. I thought it was kind of weird this week, right? Like my wife's been out of town, and usually
That's why it explains why the crime book has been used so frequently.
but she's been out of town this week, right? And usually, like, our bedtime routine is, like, we'll lay down together and, like, I'll, play with her hair and shit.
Aw.
And you jerk off.
That's
Nice.
No. Like, I'll play with her hair till she falls asleep or till I fall asleep, right? So we were talking the other night, and she was like, have you been cuddling the buddy dog? That's the dog that sleeps in our bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I pet him like I, play with your hair, until I fall asleep. And she's like,
His arm gets tired.
yeah.
Goes down.
That's pretty much how it happened. And I was like, I have to do that. I have to play with somebody's head so I can fall asleep. She's like,
I like to get in these bitches' heads.
she told me, she was like, well, there's another head you could play with. And I was kind of like, what? Like, are you telling me to, like, jerk off? And she was like, hell yeah, I would if I were you. And I was kind of like, what?
You jerked off the dog?
No.
himself.
She wanted me to jerk myself off.
Okay.
Does she have to like
Okay.
specifically tell you?
Let
Like,
me-
you don't do it anyway?
Brad looks really confused here, okay? My wife basically told me that when she's out of town, I should jerk off.
Oh, while she's out of town.
Yeah.
Oh, so when
To
she get
feel-
back into town?
She gets back in town tonight.
Oh, so you've got a couple hours left, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
You want to
to
stop
crank-
the show
to-
so we
to
can
crank
so
one
you can
out.
jerk off.
No, I don't want to stop the show. I'm just going to fucking do it right now.
No, he got to go lay in
doing
the
it
bed.
live.
He
He's
got
doing it live.
to do it when he halfway sleeping.
Wait till we hit
Like,
1,000 likes
But-
on Facebook.
That's what 1,000 likes on Facebook and you jerk off live.
Yeah, I'll do that. I don't
That's
give a fuck.
wow.
But I have no shame. I don't give a shit. But I just thought it was kind of weird that
That
like,
is
my
a
wife
weird
was
thing.
like, hey, why don't you jerk off while I'm not home?
Was she gonna be
How
gone
long
for
have
like a month?
How long have you been married?
Since 2011. Yeah.
You remember,
Like
Dusty?
8
That
years,
was
yeah.
that was nice.
Yeah.
Dusty. Is this the first
I was at
jerk
the
off
party.
combo?
This is the first time she's ever been like, hey, well, I'm out of town. Jerk
How long
off.
was she gonna be out of? How long was she out of town for?
Like 3
months?
days.
Oh.
Yeah. And then next week she's going to be out of town for 3 days. And then
later
next
she'll
month
be-
she's going to be
yeah.
gone for 3 weeks.
She's
And
trying to
your hand's
prep
gonna
you.
get sore,
trying
bro.
to get you ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got
She's
building
getting
calluses.
you prepared.
I
Yeah.
guess, man. I don't know. It just
We should have
it
a
was just kinda weird.
3-week party.
Jerkathon.
Yeah, jerkathon for charity.
Yeah.
For charity. Who do you want to raise money for?
Put a Fitbit on your wrist
Yeah,
to go
and
from there.
Will you sponsor me and my,
How many miles did I jerk off?
my quest?
Every time you
I'll
bust
How
one
many
up,
miles?
every time you
I'll
bust
sponsor
one,
you a penny for each
Yeah,
stroke.
a penny, 5 cents
Penny
a
stroke.
stroke.
Yeah.
We'll go to the March of Dimes.
The whack of dimes.
The whack of dimes.
you get $50
Yeah.
donated every time you bust one off. You know, like they say, every time they score a touchdown,
Yeah.
Mama John's to
Fucking
donate.
$3,000.
Charity.
Oh shit.
But I mean, I just thought that was weird. Like the wife basically
That is
telling me to
weird.
jerk off because usually she's like when she's here, she's always just like, yeah, don't fucking waste that shit. Put it in me, damn it.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, I don't
Really?
think it's weird
No.
at all.
It just kind of threw me off. Like I wasn't expecting it.
For like 3 days, maybe. But knowing that she leave for 3 weeks at times, then I think that's very appropriate. She would much
Yeah.
rather you do that
Yeah.
than go cheat.
That's
That's
true.
how
That's
women, not
true.
think women, that's how people think.
Yeah.
Still
You know.
laughing at the Fitbit thing.
I guess I would just assume that would be happening. Like,
Already.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like you think I jerk off all the time? Is that what you're saying?
I think if your wife's out of town.
For 3 weeks,
and-
especially.
No.
Did you change some
I
sheets,
guess
bro?
I just assume
No.
dudes do it like every day.
But maybe she just felt the need to tell you because you was saying like you having like trouble going to sleep.
Yeah,
and stuff
I
like
always
that,
have
you
trouble
know,
And
going
she
to
knew you
sleep,
got
though.
that crime book recently. And
trying to protect
Oh, no.
you from
No,
yourself.
I've had it for years. At least a decade.
old reliable.
Yeah.
old reliable.
Keep that shit on hand.
It's all milky. The cover is all
Yeah,
milky when she
milky.
come back. What's going on? It's
That-
flaky.
Kind of like,
Oh,
it's
man.
flaky.
Ate a cannoli while you were gone. Leave me alone.
She's really sweet about it. She like after you go to bed, she cleans it for you.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fucking.
Puts
Bless his
protectant.
heart.
Why were you eating glazed donuts when you were looking at those things?
Yeah. I was playing ring toss. Leave me alone.
I was playing cop. They eat donuts.
Bought
Jelly
you
filled.
Your favorite
Cream filled.
lotion.
Yeah.
Is that jelly or is that blood?
Yeah, is that jelly,
Oh,
is that
shit.
jelly or is that blood?
Could be both.
You dry guy or you use lotion?
I'm a dry guy.
I'm a dry guy too.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait. That should be illegal, man. How can
What'd
you
be dry
dry
guy?
dogging? That's like
More friction, bro.
there's not any pleasure in that though.
What, being dry?
That seems utilitarian.
Yeah, man. It's like Game of Thronesy.
You got smooth hands.
It's like you're in the field. And
Actually, do have smooth hands and they sweat, so you know that.
There you go, man.
Like the water mixed with. Oh,
that skylift would have been a perfect opportunity considering how like lubed my hands are. I should have just went for it.
So like, I got this.
It would have relieved your stress.
I have this thing like I don't like. Sometimes I don't call come. Like instead of saying I'm coming, I be joking like yeah I'm arriving.
You're like yeah.
I don't say that while I'm doing it. But
he's like, you want ranch with your pizza?
The arrival mixed with the hand sweat, it doesn't mix well. It's like water and natural lubrication. It doesn't mix.
It's like oil and vinegar,
bro. So you know it's weird. You know. You don't.
So you basically nut all over your hand? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
No, that's weird.
I do.
That is weird.
I yell out. I almost made a baby.
I feel guilty afterwards. Like, ugh. What is this?
Oh, do you sling it off?
You do the Spider-Man?
No.
Spider-Man?
Instead of like a booger wall, it's like a jizz wall.
Hey, that's funny as fuck.
The Spider-Man?
But you want it to be like, you know, the real thing, and the real thing is wet. Like, why wouldn't you want to have like some type of lubrication?
I don't know, man.
Don't need it.
The world's
man.
a weird place.
Yeah.
That is very weird.
All kinds of kinds.
Just
I would have never thought. I thought it was just a joke. Like
what, being a dry guy?
Yeah, dry dog, and I thought it was just a joke,
What
like
about-
a prison thing.
What about you,
or something.
Brad?
Like,
You a dry guy?
Go
Or
either way.
go either way. I just feel like
versatile.
I just feel like if you use lubricant like it.
That's
It's
one more
too
thing
fast,
you got to pay for.
you know?
It,
It's
too.
too
It's like
fast.
it costs me
it's
like
too
$10
fast.
a month to jerk off.
But
like,
it's not
yeah.
as pleasurable when you jerking off and it's dry, right?
I don't know, man. Let's do a side-by-side jerk off and see who's happier when we're done.
I mean, but
right before Jerry's wife gets back in there.
I'll be mad as fuck in like 2 weeks.
Give me
like,
that crime book. I'm
like,
good to
hey,
I'll
what
go.
you doing?
Yeah.
Like, then I'm gonna remember like his wife's out of town. I'm busy, man. I'm busy, man. As a woman, I know you would imagine it would have to be some lubrication involved because women can't masturbate if it's dry. You know, it's the same concept, right? Imagine.
I could see a woman.
Stuff's not being
needing it to
inserted,
be
though.
wet.
Yeah.
Women naturally lubricate themselves.
Yeah.
but so do we, though. You get pre-cum, you know.
That's
Not
true.
every guy.
They just don't get to that point.
Yeah, that's
Some guys get pre-cum. Some
Yeah.
dudes just
Yeah.
prematurely ejaculate
Ejaculate.
altogether.
It don't matter, even if I'm prematurely ejaculating.
it doesn't matter what you, it doesn't matter how you come.
Okay, that's weird though.
You
I
smell
What,
what the rock
being a
is
dry
jerking.
I
I don't know,
learned,
man.
I learned something new today.
Yeah.
Almost at the same time. That's
We're getting
fucked up.
closer. We're getting closer and closer.
Lotion's
together.
kind of weird, man. It's just, I
You
don't
don't
know.
have to use
sensitive
lotion. You
skin,
can use.
so you have to-
I feel like lotion though, like straight lotion in like private areas, even if it's like super unscented, I feel like it would be.
I
Yeah,
don't think
that's
your
how I
mic's on
feel
again.
too.
Agitating.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm black, so
Okay.
we use hella lotion.
You don't use that cocoa butter.
Shea butter,
Yeah,
cocoa butter.
that's
you
like
know.
it's like a natural ingredient. It's not like Jergens that will burn the shit out of
Jergens.
it.
No, but Jergens don't burn you down there
Really?
neither. Trust me.
He's like, I know. That's my go-to brand.
That's our new sponsor here at
I'm just going to buy
KYHBB.
like lotion I put on my legs after I shave, and like anything that has like any kind of like, hint
I'm
of
a
a scent.
I like to
Burn.
jerk off with Nair.
Whoa, shit.
You're hardcore.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nair, but I think jerking off with butter, or not like literal butter, but like.
You never done that?
Coconut.
No, definitely
There's
not.
like that Marlon Brando movie where they do that.
I wouldn't.
Just an FYI, don't eat out of my butter tub in my fridge.
Don't ever use Vaseline either.
Wait.
Vaseline's the worst.
I was
Don't
just gonna
touch anything
say,
here in
like,
general.
Vaseline, it seemed like it'd make you grow hair on your dick.
Vaseline's too.
I think I read something about that.
Dude,
Coconut
it's
oil
so
is
hard to
where
get
it's
off.
at.
Nah, Vaseline is great.
Coconut oil.
Vaseline is too.
It's too thick.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
weird.
It's not a lubricant. It's a salve.
Yeah, it won't even let your
Yeah.
like dick breathe.
Hey.
Yeah.
Like post jerk.
Vaseline.
Vicks.
what
Post.
Vicks.
Vaseline is not a moisturizer.
Let your dick breathe.
All
post.
Vaseline does is keep
Let your
moisture in
Opens
the
that hole up so you
Yeah,
can
it does.
splooge
Right
real quick.
You a regular dab.
My
a little
fucking
there.
dick sinuses have been bothering me lately.
Oh, man.
Vicks is horrible.
Jerk off with eucalyptus,
Yeah.
man. Oh, God.
Vaseline is for when you want that full yeast infection experience.
Well, Vaseline is like when you're like 12 and you don't
It
know better. You don't know any better.
Oh, man.
I think all dudes are jerked off with Vaseline
At least once.
Yeah, but it's very early in life.
Especially back in the day, because that was like the household product.
It was very early in life.
Has anybody ever jerked off with like conditioner and had it burn? Or like conditioner or shampoo?
No, I'm not stupid.
Or like liquid soap
And wait,
in the shower?
I have.
just
with liquid
have it
soap,
burn
though.
or
When I
just
was-
used it in general?
No.
Well, yeah,
I know what
have
she's
it.
saying.
Yeah.
I think I got some soap in my dick
Yeah,
hole
me
once. and
too.
it kinda
That's
hurt.
the worst.
Yeah, that's kind of hurts.
I don't know.
You
Gets in
can't
your
jack
little-
the tip.
Yeah,
if
you
you
can't.
use that.
Yeah.
You can't jack the tip.
Real, because
You
then
can
get
you
it.
can when you're wearing a dish.
That should be our new
Yes.
merch.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
You
at
can't jack
Ripley's,
the
I
tip.
met at Ripley's there
tell me they had that.
there was an ancient penis
Sheath. Yeah, penis
that
sheath.
was
The ancestors told me.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Who like? Where do you even get a penis sheath from? Like,
You
are
need
there
to
penis
make it
sheath?
out of your-
No, but there's like.
They
how
gotta
do you get,
measure it
like
and
a
shit?
dealer. Like I've got
warehouse?
this 18th century penis sheath for
Got
sale.
the sheath.
It's a kink. People get cuckolded, where you literally lock up your junk and watch somebody else bang your girl.
Oh, that weird shit.
That's
yeah.
fucking
Is
weird.
that where they
weird.
got
That's
the
the shit
cuckold
the
thing?
liberals
Yeah.
do.
It's kinda
That's
like
the
a-
shit liberals do.
That's what. Well, that was a punishment in the Middle Ages. Like if you were like a peasant, the lord would come around and like, okay,
That's what liberals do.
I won't take any of your stuff or beat you, but I'm going to fuck your wife and you're gonna watch me.
Yeah, it's like either that or castration.
Yeah.
In many cases, lock it up. That's probably what's inspired by
Lock it
by
up.
the chastity belt.
Don't take it.
Because they.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Do you
real
know where
thing.
IUDs like
Roadside bombs?
yeah,
Yeah.
sort of. I mean, I guess it prevents that. But IUDs that like birth control came from. Copper is like a natural spermicide, and women in the medieval
They just come on a
times
penny, dude.
Oh, wow.
had copper rings.
There's
and
a
when
copper
their-
sleeve.
and when their husbands went away, they'd put it up their hoo-ha and
You can say pussy on
prevent-
this show.
to
Yeah.
prevent being impregnated by not their husband. While their
Really?
husband's away at
What?
battle. Yeah,
I'm gonna be saving this you a whole roll of pennies.
So basically, you saying they could cheat?
yeah. Because like in the Middle Ages, like you were married,
You
but then your
you
husband.
worded that pretty like a woman. Y'all just would never just come out.
Yeah,
and
say, yeah.
Like, hold on, what did she just say?
In
they
the
did it so
Middle-
these bitches can be scandalous.
In the Middle Ages, your husband go off a crusade, and you might not find out he's dead for like a year.
Oh fuck! They like there he is. Shit, hurry up and hide.
Yeah. It's okay. I got these pennies.
Your father was just milling the
He's over fixing my toilet.
I found him on a Facebook group.
Yeah.
CrossFit Chris.
Oh shit.
Speaking.
So-
What else we have? To
I was gonna
talk
say,
about?
do we want to talk about Moby? And
Yeah, I
Natalie
kind of
Um,
do real
what?
quick because
Moby and
Moby
Natalie
and
Portman.
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Moby said in his book that he dated Natalie Portman back in the day, and then she came out and said that that wasn't true, and he was actually a creepy old man that
The
like,
bald.
hit on her back in the day. Yeah. But I'm gonna be a Moby dated Natalie Portman truther. Yeah, I say he did.
You think they did? You think she's just ashamed of it?
She
Yeah,
looked
maybe.
like she
she's
into like weird dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman?
Yeah.
How
They do have a lot of pictures together.
She wanted to let
Yeah.
V hit, so why not? You know.
Yeah, that's
She reminds me of one of those girls that would like hang out with like the ugly, weird, artsy dude, and then be like, "We're just friends."
That's exactly what she
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
She looked like the type of woman that like any guy, any type of guy, as long as she can spend her time around him and get to know you.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I can see him possibly being.
I kind of
able to
like
get-
Natalie Portman now.
Yeah,
a
me
little
too.
bit, Yeah.
I like her dark swag.
Yeah.
She seemed like sad.
Black
a little
Swan.
bit.
Black
shit?
Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she
I-
had that going on the whole time.
She hasn't
Like,
done anything since that movie though. Has she been in
Oh,
anything?
you
since
tripping.
then?
Yeah,
Stuff?
she did like that
We
movie,
don't know.
Your Highness, with
can't name
Oh, that Jack Black movie.
no, this was
We don't know.
She did like
Fuck.
that Justin Timberlake movie too.
Oh,
did
JT.
she?
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, she did a movie with him.
Wait.
I can't think of what
Was
it's
she in
called.
that time movie?
What's that?
Does
No,
anybody
that was
remember when
somebody else.
Justin Timberlake had braids?
Yeah.
Remember when he cried
My-
on Punked?
My cousin.
He
one-
cried on
Yeah,
Punk?
remember when he
Yeah.
cried on Punked?
Yeah, I
he
didn't
thought
know
his
that.
house was getting repossessed.
Yeah.
That's
I-
hilarious.
One of my cousins grew their hair really long and then had my mom perm his hair so it would hold when it was corn.
Oh, it did like JTT
Yeah, to be like.
Oh,
or
she-
not Jonathan
JTT.
Taylor. Speaking of, in Dollywood, there was a JTT autograph to Dolly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Dollar
kind of
Wood.
weird.
Natalie Portman.
That dude's like 5'0".
Yeah.
She did the Thor movies after.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
after
She just
that.
did the one Thor movie,
Yeah, the
didn't
one
she?
Thor
She
movie.
didn't
She
come back
did.
with the
She did
sequel.
Thor and Thor 2.
Was she in the
Because
sequel?
in the Dark World, that's when she got the reality stone shit inside of her. Remember?
I honestly, I've
the-
never seen Dark World.
Yeah, she was in that. She also did No Strings Attached with
Justin
Ashton-
Timberlake.
Justin
Or Ash-
Timberlake.
Ashton
Yeah, Ashton
Kutcher.
Kutcher. Yeah.
And she did a movie called Jackie. I think she played Jackie O. JFK.
Give her my O face.
And some random shit
Oh.
that didn't work out, like Annihilation and some.
Yeah, that looked.
futuristic
Oh,
shit.
that
It
was
looked
horrible.
shitty.
That was horrible. I don't see movies, and I saw that, and I'm like, this is the
Yeah, they did a
worst.
bad job on that.
I don't even remember that one.
It's not worth
It was dumb.
watching.
It's terrible.
They might not even show
No
it on
Aladdin.
Oh God.
I heard
Clearly.
Aladdin sucked.
I have everybody's saying it's terrible. Well, I'm like, why are you paying money to go see that in the first place?
TV. I heard the singing was kind of shitty, but
So they do sing in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So it's true to the film.
yeah,
Yeah.
So what? Like
I
Will
love
Smith just
Aladdin.
sing the Robin Williams songs? Then? Did they
I'm
remake
sure
those
they
songs,
remade
or is it
them,
like
probably.
new?
I would assume. I would hope the fuck they redid them.
I can show
I'm happy
you
they
the
didn't have him blue the whole
world.
time, because that didn't look good.
Him blue. I'm
Yeah,
sure
it
he
didn't look
is.
as good. They have him walking around as like regular, like
Yeah,
black
regular,
man
yeah.
color. So I guess to blend in with the regular folk, it kind of makes sense because that blue shit didn't look.
Did you
right.
get all buff for the movie, or?
Aladdin's not
I
hot
wouldn't
enough.
say buff.
Yeah.
No. Probably just a little tone.
Probably a
They
little
showing the
CGI.
arms
I can't wait to
and
hear
stuff.
what jam Will Smith has for the movie. I'm sure he'll release it and it'll be a big.
It's a wild, wild Middle
yeah,
East.
yeah. Wow, it's
Wow,
Middle
wow,
East.
Free
It's the
genie
Middle
style.
East. Yeah. Free genie style. I like that.
He would already came out with it though.
Yeah.
It'd have been
Before
out
the-
like
before the
last summer.
movie.
Probably.
Whatever happened to Jazzy Jeff?
He's still
He
around.
got thrown out of the
DJs.
house.
He
He's
just
still
DJ'd.
DJing.
He
Yeah.
DJ'd at Fountain Square not like
Yeah.
maybe a summer or two ago.
Yeah. He like a touring DJ.
Yeah.
You know how that's a thing.
Mhm.
Shit.
I want to actually go see like when we were talking about this, like a wiki scratch DJ.
Yeah.
You got to
Like a
catch
whole
somebody
set.
like him,
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Pete
I wanna
Rock
see
or
that.
not Pete Rock. You know them.
Like Mix
Oh,
Master
What
What
Mike.
about
dude.
that
Yeah, somebody who
Calvin?
actually uses like
what's
real
his name?
records.
Calvin
Dated-
Harris.
Yeah. Is he a scratchy?
Mm-mm.
He just plays. Songs.
That's that fake
Yeah.
new age
Yeah.
DJ. Just press play.
Yeah.
I act
Like
I'm
Paul
doing
Oakenfold.
something. All them
Yeah.
EDM DJs, they
Yeah.
aren't even DJs, man. I can come up with a playlist and shit and
Yeah.
just rock out
Yeah.
and shit. That ain't shit.
Who's that one guy that like tours all? He had the
Steve Aoki?
Skrillex?
Yeah, him
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
And it's the Danger
Dead
Mouse,
Mouse.
dude. Dead
Yeah.
Mouse,
Dead Mouse,
with
yeah.
the hat, the mouse hat. And
Yeah.
shit.
That Dead Mal 5 guy.
Yeah, man.
Dead Mouse.
Dead Mouth.
Dead
Anybody
Mouse.
can
Dead
go
Mouse.
out there and press play and shit, man.
And all those songs sound like. It's like that's what it sounds like.
Isn't it
I
all
thought you
bass?
were playing that off your phone for a
Oh,
second.
yeah, that's the new
Sounded good.
Skrillex song.
Yeah.
We need a sing-along day here.
Yeah.
Do we have time for Game of Thrones section?
let's
mini
talk
mini
about it.
section?
Yeah.
Mini- Yeah.
Let's do it. So
Where do we start?
I didn't
watch
didn't
it.
watch it.
So tell me what,
Neither.
Segment
me-
over. No, just kidding.
tell me what you did like.
Spoiler alert.
I
anyway.
actually the actual
Sorry,
last,
spoiler alert.
But if you haven't seen it at this point,
Yeah.
You don't want to see it.
Yeah. The actual last episode, I did not hate the outcome. Like, I did not hate, like, the trajectory of all the characters. Like, I think it makes sense for what they are and, like, where they built them up. I think what was lacking was about probably 15 episodes to get where they were.
I understand.
I feel like each episode should have been, like, a pivotal episode that had, like, 2 or 3 episodes supporting it. That's my thought.
I thought the episode before the last one was much better than the actual last episode. Like how the
Yeah.
Hound went out, that was pretty tight.
Why do you think Daenerys flipped the fuck out and burned everything down?
It's John's fault. I blame John for everything.
For
It's everything is his fault. So think about it like this. For y'all that don't know, he was taken in by
By the Starks.
By the Stark family.
So how it's kind of set up is like the Starks are like the ultimate good family, and the Lannisters are the ultimate evil family,
Right.
and they're all kind of battling each other.
Then you have old families that used to be bad, like the Targaryens.
Yeah.
Actually, they used to be bad and good, so to speak. And
They were just in power
they
for
was
the
bad
longest time.
for the most part.
But they were-
The
anybody who's-
king, the Mad King.
I think that whole thing was like anybody who's in power long enough is going to be evil.
I agree, because
So they were.
it's all perception based.
Yeah.
But
They
make a
had
long
dragons.
story short, he was secretly a Targaryen, but his sister married a Targaryen, had a son. He was dying, so she gave him to the Stark family to
Ned
raise.
Stark's
And he
sister.
lied and said that he was his bastard son, but actually, the dragon lady, you know, with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
She's actually his aunt by bloodline, but that don't matter as much.
So they
because
banged.
fucking around a lot, you
Yeah.
know, ancestry and shit.
But the Targaryens.
That's what the Lannisters do, right?
No,
They
Yeah,
fuck each
well,
other?
two
no,
of
the
them,
Targaryens. The Targaryens were like infamous incest people, but then the Lannisters were twins banging each other on the low because it wasn't like like basically they're like, oh, we don't do incest any longer. Like after the Targaryens, that makes you crazy, and that's why.
Yeah, they try to act like prestigious.
Incest
so
makes you crazy on that show?
Jaime Lannister
They
killed
son.
the last Targaryen king, and that's what sets up this whole Game of Thrones, because for the first time since anyone can remember, Targaryens were not in power.
Right, it's open season for
Yeah.
the throne. So, Jon really was a Targaryen, and his friend, which basically was like a scholar type of dude, he found the secrets, and he told him. His brother in the wheelchair, the three-eyed raven, basically like some psychic type of shit. He can see.
There's like this
the future and
the
the past.
underlying
I know a
like,
little bit
about
mythicalness.
So he knew,
Yeah.
and they told Jon. Jon told her. She told him, look, just don't tell anybody. You can rule with me. You can be my husband. We can run this shit together. His little punk ass went against what she said and went and told his sisters, which they don't like her, and they used to having like power too. So even though they might not be evil, they still want to have their place, and they say to protect their country or city, however you want to look at it. So he told them, they told other people.
Well,
Go ahead.
So going back to that, the sisters don't like Daenerys because under the queen, because under the Targaryens, the North was free. It was like the only free king, like it was the only free house in, like they weren't beholden to the king, but they were like able to run their own shit. And they wanted to do that again, and Daenerys is like, no, you need to bend the knee. And so that added to their like dislike of Daenerys. So.
He told his sisters. They told Tyrion, which is the short guy.
Yeah.
And of course he had to go tell some. That's just what they do in the show. It's a lot of talking and shit. It's not nothing to watch.
Now, don't get me wrong. I've watched some episodes from like not this season, but the season before.
Okay, so you know a lot.
Yeah.
So this motherfucker. Sorry, I got mad. After that happened, that happened, she still went to him. Like, look, I told you not to do this because somebody else got killed behind them running their mouth. And she looking like, look, hey, death is on your hands, buddy. Still rule with me. Kissing on him, trying to give him the pussy and shit. He turned the pussy down after he already been hitting it. And like, what? She looking like, okay, I want to do this by love, not by fear. He basically turned down the pussy and shit. So she like, all right, fuck it. Let it be fear then. That's why she burnt up the city, because everybody loved him. He the hero. He died, came back once. He saved everybody. He the one. He like Barack Obama and shit. He make everybody love each other, you know. And she on some Trump shit. Like, man, fuck that.
Well, the thing is with her is when she was like tearing it up across the sea. Like she was basically in like the Middle East. Of this universe. Freeing people, and like everybody loved her because she came in and like, because in the Middle East area, like they still had slaves, they still had all this stuff, and so she came in and like knocked all the slave owners down and like freed everybody, and so she was used to being like this beloved queen.
Yeah, on some Obama shit.
She crosses the ocean to this place where her fucking like family was her dad was the Mad King, and so she comes back to Westeros, and they're like, "Fuck Targaryens!"
Right.
And so she was pissed. She knew that Jon would be a much more likable leader.
You saw when all the people was like huddled around him, giving him praise. She was just looking like, man, I'll slap your ass right now.
But she tried. I mean, she was trying to be like nice, political.
It's
like
his
when
fault,
she brings up Gendry.
Yeah,
like,
she tried every single thing to showcase the love.
I didn't look
and
at it quite
whatnot.
like that. That's an
And
interesting perspective.
not only that. Even after he betrayed her that time, right at the very end, she still was telling him, like, look, everybody don't have a choice here, but you do, I do, I'm pretty fair, you know, even though I got to kill people when I do, and so do you. Like, that's the thing I don't like. Everybody act like they so good, but everybody in that time is savages and stuff like that.
Well, she
depending
was
on the perception.
The thing was, what pissed me off is she was operating by the same standards that Ned Stark would have operated. Like she was operating
There's
under
a
the code
character
of
on that
honor.
show named Ned.
Yeah. Well, that's his
Neddard.
nickname, so to speak.
Was it Eddard or
It's,
Neddard?
I heard Eddard and Neddard
Yeah.
in the show throughout the time.
But there's somebody named.
Yeah.
But the way I didn't like how she died though. It was kind of
No.
lame and shit.
No.
Like this is my thing. So you watch Endgame. So my link to Endgame is. Anybody care if we talk about Endgame? Spoiler alert. So the segue back and forth is I think they should have switched a few things around. So in Endgame, you seen Endgame?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We don't care about Captain Marvel, right?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, that's
don't give a
agreed.
She
fuck.
sucked.
No disrespect.
She was only in the movie for like 10 seconds.
So I didn't like the fact that they allowed her to fight Thanos at the end, but didn't let the Hulk get his redemption fight because he got his ass whooped.
I don't
in
think
it.
the Hulk wanted it though.
No, but this is how they should have. But us as fans wanted it.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we wanted to see because the Hulk ain't supposed to lose like
Yeah.
that.
It
And
would-
he became a pussy.
It makes sense
and
in
he
canon.
he was a
like,
sucker. So what I wanted to happen was for Captain Marvel to do the snap to bring everybody back. It wouldn't have damaged her physically because she made of the Infinity Stone
That's true.
aura,
That's
right?
true, right.
And then the Hulk could have took place on her and threw hands with Thanos instead of her.
Yeah.
And then when the Thanos popped the Power Stone in his hand and punched her away, he could have just done that to the Hulk, and then they could have went back to him fighting Captain America and all of that. The Hulk would have had his redemption battle. And the only reason he went mad is because they could have had, right before that happened, they could have told him, I'm sorry, remember they did the snap and everybody came back?
Right.
He could have realized Black Widow didn't come back, and that would have made him go berserk temporarily, and that would have made him turn up to do the fight.
Damn.
And we would have cared about Captain Marvel more because she brought everybody back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we don't give a fuck about her. He still didn't get his redemption battle. So
Spoiler alert.
Segue,
So-
Tony Stark,
Yeah.
guys.
segue back to this. I felt like they should have had the death scene switched around. They should have had John basically telling her, "I'm not gonna do this." Have her attempt to kill him. Because she was too good to
Yeah.
me for him to kill her in that position.
There
Give him a
wasn't enough
reason to make him want to kill her. Because all he did was, "Oh, you're my queen, bow," and I stabbed you and you died. That's it.
That's how it
I
ended.
mean, she did just torch a city.
But I don't give a fuck about the city, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's a part of war. You know, like if we in the president's council or whatever, and we nuking North Korea or whatever the fuck, who cares if you nuke a little bit of South Korea? You know, like, what does it matter? 10 million or 12 million? Like, you still murdered millions of people. You still murdered thousands of people. Why do these women
Yeah.
and children matter more than these women and children?
I think it just came down
Somewhere
to like,
Adolf is like, I like that Leo guy.
It just seemed hypocritical, like, at the end for everybody to all of a sudden just care, like, oh, people die. Like, motherfucker, they've been dying for 8 seasons.
People were pissed though.
I guess
Oh,
I
yeah.
think because the option to not do it was there.
Why
You
was
know what I
why
mean?
would you think
But
people
once
were
it-
so were they just
What?
why do you think people were so upset about the ending?
It wasn't. I don't think people were upset about the ending. They're upset about the whole 60, the six,
Oh,
like the whole thing.
the whole
They
arc.
was mad before it started, honestly, because
well, people get all
it
their
was
feelings.
short-lived. It's like if you knew Endgame was coming out and it's the last cinematic movie for Marvel and you found out it was like an hour
I
and
feel like
20
people
minutes.
can't
Yeah.
Well, you would be mad as fuck if you knew the
people
movie
can't
was short.
enjoy
Yeah.
things
How can you
anymore.
properly end something that went on this long?
So
and it's-
rushed.
Well, it was like. Have
It
you
still
seen,
kind of felt rushed.
Leo, have you seen that meme of where it's like a horse and like the back half of the horse is like
Yeah.
is like beautifully
Oh,
like
yeah,
well
yeah,
done, and then like
it's
the front's
shitty.
like
Yeah.
all
Season 1 through 4
Yeah.
was beautiful.
and then it just totally that's the thing when it starts out such high quality and so true to the original story, and then it just like at the end they're just like let's just make shit up, it's fine.
Yeah, so if they would have just,
But that is how George R. R. Martin's
Gave-
going to end it, so
oh, well,
they knew the ending.
I just needed a
They just get
a
there.
bigger death scene. I look
Yeah.
at it like this: if you have a video game or a movie, at the end, the crime boss, the final boss, is supposed to be the most epic battle. You don't want the fucking crime boss to just go out just like that. It's the same
Yeah.
problem I had with the Night King dying.
That I have more of a problem with that whole thing than the ending because they build up literally for the entirety of the show. Winter's coming. We need to prepare for winter. And all these people who are a legitimate threat, they're dead. They're the undead. Like, that's more legitimate than, like, a crazy lady on a dragon.
You know
Like-
how? Go ahead.
Like, I just feel like that should have been, the payoff should have been.
You know how I felt about that? The Night King, I just thought of an analogy. The winter is coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
The worst winter ever, the Ice Age, right? And the way they defeat it is by just going over and, like, closing the window.
Yeah. Legit.
It's warm now. Like, come on, man. They was fighting this dude for like
Forever.
8,000 years and shit.
And then like the Targaryens like ruled for so long because they had dragons, and then in the last season they're like, oh, we can kill him with just a real big crossbow. It's like how did they not figure that out for thousands of years, and then just murder?
Right,
a dragon
let
right out
let
the gate.
her and John battle on the dragon or
Yeah.
something for a while.
That's
you know,
what they
like,
should.
come
That's
on,
how it should have
man.
gone down. Like,
It's lame.
yeah.
I mean, but I'm still
They
happy.
don't do that on The Big Bang Theory.
But it wasn't
That
trash.
show never leaves you hanging.
It wasn't trash like people making it out to
Yeah.
be. It just wasn't great. When you expect greatness,
Right.
it's no different than if Endgame was not that good. Like if it was as good as Captain Marvel or
Kind of how Star Wars is going to
or if it was like Justice League,
Yeah.
or exactly. Now you don't have faith. You just shitting on it because they didn't live up to the greatness.
It's
Yeah.
like when you expect a 10 and you get an 8, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, absolutely. So it started out at
Yeah.
10 most of the time, and it definitely went down to about
How many
8.
fucks do you give about Daenerys dying?
0.
Yeah, I gotta go 0 on that.
I don't even know who that is.
I probably have to go like I'm way up there. I'm
going
like
0.
8.
8?
I'm like an 8.
Huge 0.
Huge. It's gonna be huge.
It's going to be huge.
I think more people should have died, to be honest with you. That was my other thing. Like, you think about the beginning is brutal, and then at the end, like, almost all the Starks are standing.
Or they could have had her kill Tyrion or something. Like she
Yes.
being all diplomatic, just take him away.
I
That's
think-
it. I'm supposed to be crazy as fuck, and
Yeah.
I'm still locking people up in jail. No, if I was crazy, they would have sliced that motherfucker right then and
Yep.
there for being
Agreed.
disrespectful.
They couldn't have killed him because then they would have had like midget lives matter and shit.
But it's the last episode. Who cares? You know.
I don't think being burned by a dragon till I died would be that painful. Like, you're pretty much dead
Are
right
you?
away. Like, you're dead right away.
all your nerve endings are seared off.
Yeah.
So,
Nah,
Look that up in that crime book.
Fast. That would be
It's probably
ideal.
in there.
There probably is dragon.
Death by fire.
Yeah, Death by
Yeah.
Dragon.
Well, hey, let's wrap this up, y'all. It's like damn near 10 o'clock here. We've been going for, about 90 minutes here.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Supersized episode.
Hell yeah. One of these days we'll do like a 3-4 hour episode.
I think it would be fun.
That'd be
Podathon,
cool, yeah.
followed by a jerkathon.
I was going to say we have to throw the jerkathon in there. That'll take up a good 30-40 seconds.
Yeah, that's
Dry!
Oh, if you drive,
All the way
dry.
dry.
Yeah, dry.
You
It's all the
busted-
way dry.
you 30 seconds with the dry dog, you knocked out. Well, no wonder you drive.
That's just an unfair advantage, man. You
hit it
can't
with
go
the
dry in this contest. Not fair.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching us. Hope you guys like the new studio. Hope it's sounding good. I know it's we got the weird sound going. I'll work on fixing that in the coming days and week or whatever. But yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Don't fuck with the Snapchat too much anymore. Mail us shit. You can always do that. Throw up the graphic for that. The up button, I think.
What do you think
Yeah.
about the fans that are into this?
Always. I love it when you
Type
play
of people
this.
you think they are?
Crazy.
No, they're fucking awesome.
That's right.
Have you got nothing weird yet?
No.
We got somebody. Come on.
Yeah, somebody's got to mail us something.
Step it
weird,
up.
man. Fake rubber vagina, anything.
Money,
Yeah.
jewelry,
Money for a new mixer would be cool. That'd be real nice.
coupons for La Roses.
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy card.
Yeah, buddy card. Oh my god, a buddy card.
Yeah,
would be so
$10 buddy card would be awesome.
Contract with Spotify or
Yeah,
Sirius or something.
yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah, that'd
We
be
gotta
real
speak it
nice.
into existence.
But yeah, that's gonna be our time this week. I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in. I want to thank Britt. I want to thank Brad. I want to thank Leo.
Thank you.
I want to thank Dusty B.
Thanks.
Working the cameras here for us tonight, man. And we are going to get the hell out of here. Be sure to tune in next week. I think we're going to have Daggum on. We're going to try to get old Will Daggum, our first guest in the new studio. I'm going to try. So.
I don't think I have enough fingers, man.
Funny thing is, he just commented black dildos are like $20.
They
So,
are.
yeah.
They got 3-foot ones that are like 75.
Yeah.
I only know
Black
that
dildos are
because
20,
we added
but-
it to people's
Ship
cards
us one from Amazon.
at
Ship
a
it to
Christmas
us.
party.
They put in
good
KYHBB in their coupon code.
yeah.
You get
nothing.
nothing off.
Actually makes the website crash. Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that. But all right, I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm a Love for Slip and Dusty B.
Leo Bishop. Sorry. Have a good one.
I'm Brad Sabbath.
I'm Britt Fred.
We are the fuck out. Fuck you, Toby.
Fuck you, Toby. Who's... Are the mics off?